Oath of the Dagger.
Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Oath of the Dagger. After storming the streets of Enbar and bringing Imperial forces to their knees, the Kingdom army surrounds the Imperial palace. But the enemy that awaits them there is not the Edelgard they once knew.
This is not okay. It's not okay. Clash at the Imperial capital, Chapter 22.
We have annihilated Enbar's army. If we strike her down now, this war will finally be over. I imagine she intends to keep fighting until the bitter end. If this is the end she has chosen, it is my responsibility to see it through with her. Isn't that so, Emperor of Adrestia?
Are you already see her here?
We have no choice
okay.
but to destroy each other. Such is the destiny we were born to. That is why I will now rise up to answer her iron will with the bite of my lance.
I will protect you at all costs. We will both live to see tomorrow, Your Majesty.
If the king falls here, that would mean my father's and brother's deaths were in vain.
Well, if I were to die now, I'd have a lot to explain to my brother.
But you'd be dead.
I won't falter, no matter who we're facing. For all those who have lost their lives in this war, we cannot lose.
Let's win. Let's go do it.
It is time. Onward to our final battle.
They are here.
Oh.
My progress cannot be stopped. No matter how many people try.
That's not okay. That's very creepy portrait. You know what else? That looks a lot like the Death Knight's eyes. This scene had me ready to run through a wall, man.
The war's end will spell destruction for one of us. There can only be one ruler of the world.
You can't really think this is for justice at this point, can you? This is not okay. Oh, that's not cool.
If there's one thing I wish Blue Lions had, it was more explanation for this.
I know things are gonna come up in other runs. We'll get it then. This just seems like, whoa, what? And this is what I mean by there's still stuff about the story that doesn't seem like it's over yet. There's a lot of stuff that has to do with that Thales guy or whatever his name was, and the Death Knight was never explained, and what Solon was doing with that whole Those Who Crawl in the Dark bad guy faction. A lot of that did not get explained here. And yet, oh god, this map is enormous. Oh,
No.
it's like a giant freaking demonic angel here.
It doesn't really get explained in Blue Lions, and I hate it.
You have Crest of Flames, and you also have Minor Crest of Saros.
Oh. And also her weapon.
Crest of Flames power. The overwhelming power from the Crest of Flames. You know, my crest!
Range 1 to 30.
No. No. No, though. No! What?
Yep.
No! No!
Remember when you didn't like long-range stuff?
No!
She can attack your starting position from the end of the map.
With 38 power? No! Hold on. The remix of Fodlan wins, though.
It's so good.
I'm actually crying. I've had to find this song like 4 times on YouTube because Nintendo keeps taking it down, and I've missed it so dearly since the time skip. Whew. Okay, okay. We got a lot of prep work to do here.
So, it is strength-based, not magic-based, but...
Might. Yeah, because her strength is 37 and her magic is only 26, and the Crest of Flames power only has a hit power of 1. She's got 4 health bars, though. Heavily armored wall, no risk of armor break, refreshes each turn. Okay, she's a monster. She's a one-space monster. She won't move. She doesn't need to. Vital defense, crits are impossible, and no risk of armor break. Does that mean I can't break it? She just takes half damage at all times? Vantage, when foe initiates combat, unit... Thank you. Unit still initiates first if HP is less than 50. Desperation, if unit initiates with HP less than 50. And then Wrath. If foe initiates combat while unit's HP is less than 50, grants crit plus 50. Oh god, that is a dangerous combo. Hegemon Husk. Edelgard transformed by archaic methods into a grotesque form. She was now able to use the full and unbridled power of her crests. What? This is what crests do? I mean, I've seen that crest stones turn people into monsters, but this is... Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Other Path stories. I need to head out. Good luck, man. If you're still going when I get home, I'll pop back in later. Later, Red Cinder. I'm obviously not stopping now. Why would I stop now? I'm 2.5 beers deep. I don't care that it's 6 on a Monday and I've been day drinking and playing all day. We're doing this! I see a monster. I see a monster down here. Artificial Creststone Large. Altered Demonic Beast. Rends its foes with beastly strength. There are a lot of chests in the bottom left. So I should send Kublis down there. How many keys do I have left?
Can you buy keys or not? From here?
I have 3 chest keys. Kublis going down to the bottom left will be able to get everything. I could buy keys too if I needed to.
This map has a lot going on.
You are not kidding about that. Wait, if she can hit with 38 damage to anybody on the map, I don't have units that can survive that. Well, I do. I have units. I have some units that can't survive that.
True.
Okay, she's also got Imperial Lineage Plus. If unit takes no action except wait, grants res +4 for a turn. Twin Crests allows unit to take 2 actions in 1 turn.
Mm-hmm. Gonna hit twice. This isn't the final map for nothing.
Nullifies instant death status and movement effects. Monster effect null, nullifies effectiveness against monsters, and counterattack regardless of distance. She also has whatever Wilted Flower is. Units hit or rattle, ignores enemy protection centered on a point within a range.
Wait, what's that range?
It doesn't say. How many of my units are about to die horrible deaths right on the verge of victory?
It's possible. Well, like we said, it's strength-based, not magic-based, so at least you have, like, to do and...
That's great, man, and that thanks you for that little tidbit right there. Man. Okay. Drop Gilly. He died last time. I can't use him for anything here. Drop all of those guys. I could take Catherine, who would be a target. She's 10 levels below everybody. But she's got the defenses to at least take a hit. Or I could take hand job and use some magic offensive attacks. Those are my options. I don't think it's wise to take anybody else. Dorothy and Bernie are way too fragile, and Sedith is a physical unit, but he's too low to do anything physical. Catherine could take a hit and has half-decent speed, and Handjob can hit things for good magic damage. That's all I've got. And considering what we're up against, I think Catherine being able to take a hit is more valuable here. So okay. Reclass. I feel like I'm gonna need the potential benefit that having an extra heal on Kublis will give me, so you get to go Enlightened one now.
I must keep learning.
Dimitri's on a flyer, that's too valuable to give up. Dee-dee-doo as a... Being a Fortress Knight would give him more defense, which would let him take stronger hits. But before I go and reclass everybody else, I still haven't taken a proper look at everything on the map.
Yeah, look around the map.
From Edelgard down. Take a look at the... I've got level 43s across almost across the board. Okay. We've got attacks of 45... Sorry, I've got a bunch of different places I need to look. Ragnarok and Wodow. Abraxas is light magic. Ragnarok, Wodow, Ragnarok, Killer Knuckles, Ragnarok. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. We got a War Master with a Brave Axe. That's scary. Bolganone, Silver Gauntlets. Artificial Creststone on the monster, sure. Bolganone, Tomahawk. Bolganone, Silver Gauntlets, Ragnarok, Abraxas, Silver Gauntlets, Silver Axe, Brave Axe, Boar. The highest tier of dark magic. Foes hit are left with 1 HP, range of 10.
Yeah, he needs to die.
Silver Gauntlets, Abraxas, Wodow, Abraxas, Ragnarok, Wodow. There's peoples with Armor Slayers in here. So Dee-dee-doo not being an armor unit is actually probably a benefit. Okay. I can't get over how fucking creepy
You also
Adel looks.
missed something in the throne room.
I'm never gonna be able to unsee this. Oh. I didn't miss anything.
2 of the mages have Meteor.
Fuck everything. Fuck everything.
So not only are you dealing with 30 range, double attacking Edelgard, but you have some meteors too. I'm only laughing because I had to deal with this and it was a nightmare.
So the dude with the boar isn't gonna move. I feel like the best bet is to attack everything around him first, rather than try to deal with him and anything else at the same time. Bait them out, deal with them until everything on one direction of him is totally clear, then move in and kill. Three chests in the bottom left, so that's gonna be a Kublis job. Okay. Still not done on the map. I need to look at speeds. Speed of 23, 19, 19, 20. So the War Master has 36. I'm seeing a bunch of 20s. Some 29s, 36s on the War Masters. Aside from that, it looks like around 20 for everybody, which is not too much to worry about. And this assassin, for some reason, of course there's always assassins with fucking 44 speed just here. One more thing, skills. This looks to be okay. I don't see anything else that's crazy unreasonable here. Seal strength, shit, okay. It's 20 crit, lots of magic times 2. We got some hit boosts. Unarmed. Who is Myson? His faction is different. He's still of those who slither in the dark. Everybody else is the Adrestian Empire. So there is a rep here of those bad guys.
Yes.
To sway the faith and leadership of Fodlan. Sorry, a mysterious group working in the shadows to sway the faith and leadership of Fodlan. He's a warlock. A Garthan technology. Reason, immune status, dark magic range +1, infinite, and hit +20. What is that infinite skill? Yeah, infinite magic. Oh, and he's the one with Boar.
Mm-hmm. Good news is he doesn't move, so you can plan your advance, shall we say.
Okay. Manuela and Catherine are of the B team. I will not be surprised if they go down in this fight. Everybody else is up in the 40s. Manuela's here for healing support, and Catherine is here because she can take a hit better than anybody else that's on the dead team. Is it rout the enemy or kill the commander? Commander. But once I get within her range... You're not wrong. It might be smart to just fucking charge her. Since there's no point in grinding for experience here, this has to be the end. Okay, adjutants. I've got a healer I can take along in Marianne. Gilbert can't be taken. He's officially dead. I've got a healer and a bunch of attackers, and that's it. Catherine might actually be better off not even coming along here and just serving as an adjutant unit because I can use her to reduce damage on follow-up attacks for somebody. So who's my slowest unit? Dimitri's got 36, Kublis is at 28, DD2 is 23. And she's actually... DD2 is like the slowest frontline fighter that should be taking hits. So I'm going to give Catherine to DD2. Marianne needs to go with somebody who's also going to be taking hits. It can't be Dimitri because he's on a flyer. Kublis might take hits if I use her as a frontline fighter. She could get healed. Ingrid's also flying, so I can't put it there. Leonie's probably the next best bet, but she has a shit ton of defense already. It might be best on Felix, all things considered. And then I got Dorothea for some extra power. We'll throw somebody at Kublis so that we can... No, Kublis can already do tons of damage on her own. She doesn't need it. Throw somebody at Leonie. Foot unit that can crit, but it's not guaranteed. So we'll throw you Dorothea. I'm gonna leave Dimitri with the experience gem and hope that he can just, like, all chains are off. There's no concept of level parity anymore. If Dimitri can kill things, he's gonna kill things. And if that gives him some more levels and more stats, then go for it. DD2 has a Hexlock shield, should be fine. What was Gilly holding? Oh, so many good things. You were my A-Axe user. Nobody else even has an A. Even DD2's only got a B+. Fuck, all those axes just go out the window now. I can't use any of them. Stash the bolt axe, take out a brave instead. Wait, the brave is on Dimitri. I don't have a second brave, do I? Yes, I do. Good. Dimitri, take a Killer Lance Plus in place of the Aurora Shield, which should go onto Ingrid right now. Stash that. Evasion ring. I can't wait to beat this map so I can talk about this map. Thank you for not talking about it until it's beaten. Silver Brave Bow, Killer Bow. Bow of Zoltan! Perfect for Shamir. Like, if there's ever a time to pull out all of my really good stuff, it's now. So, Blutgang, Woe Dao, Rapiers on Cubeless. I have a Brave Sword kicking around. Oh, yes. Throw that onto Ingrid. Hers is about to go down. Can I forge it?
If you have the materials.
I'm missing some Woot Steels.
Yeah.
I could take a Javelin, or I could take a Short Spear, which is better. Maybe I can forge the Short Spear. Why do they give you an option to quit this battle? What previous screen is there? I've already beaten the last map.
I mean, it takes you...
Right? What could they do here?
So, I tried that. It just takes you back to, like, the... You know the map screen of, like, choose your mission?
Yeah.
And you can't get back any farther than that.
That makes sense.
So it's ultimately pointless.
Battalion Guild, yes, replenish, please. Also, is there anything more that I can buy now? No extra flyers. Blue Lion Knights, Magic Core Lion Dancers. I've got the Knights. I think everything's okay here. Oh, the King Alliance Corps was on Gilbert. I gotta take that off. That's too good to leave with him. Oh, fuck. Oh. Dimitri flying is a big boon, but if I put him on foot, I could give him the real good shit in terms of battalions.
That's the big debate.
2 points less strength, 1 less dexterity, 2 less defense, more luck, more charisma, more HP. Because he does have A rank.
His total stats actually go down.
Yeah, Wyvern Lord does not fuck around. It's a mounted class, but it is very, very powerful.
And any battalions you buy are going to be level 1 and not really.
Yeah,
as
actually,
good as...
even upgrading to the Index Sword Fighters is not a huge plus. It gives him a little more charm, a little more hit. It 1 more physical attack, but 1 less protection. So what he's got now is strangely, like, on par with the Sword Fighters. It'll increase his hit by a lot, but he's not struggling on hit.
Yeah, give him hit, it'll give him some crit, but honestly, it's like... Yeah, Galatea Pegasus Co. is really well-rounded and really just solid. Oh, also, a tank is res by 6 if you switch it out.
It's true. It would let him take his King of Lions core back, though, which would give him 3 more attack.
Biggest reason to equip King of Lion Core, in my opinion, is because it has wave attack as the gambit.
Wave attack rules, yes.
But all things considered, the stat changes aren't too big.
All right, DD2. I don't know why you were taking the Kingdom Snipers in the first place, but you, as the King of Lions, are taking the King of Lion core. There we go.
I think you might have been giving it to him just for the extra hit, but...
Because it's just what Didu needs, is more attack. Right?
More attack, more crits.
Now he's got 68 attack with gauntlets.
Yep.
Which is more than anybody on the enemy side has, and he's guaranteed to hit with it twice. Whew. Okay.
The only thing he has to worry about ever is mages.
Yeah. Okay, you need to take back Lewin, because if there's any time to use your crest item, it's now. And place the training sword. You have magic as an option. Let's trade out your magic bow for something a little bit more punchy. Silver bow. I've got a couple of those kicking around. Can I repair this spear? Yes, I can forge it. Bam. Oh, I don't have the woot steel. What about just repairing then? I can do that.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, there's a lot of good weapons that need root steel. And especially by end game, there's like not enough wolves to fight to break to get it.
I can forge the crescent sickle. Sure, give it an extra might. More crit.
Is that the one? Thanks
Oh yeah, because you get the Agarthium from the robots.
Okay, I'm roughly happy with what I have in terms... Oh. Last ability check. Lance prowess, axe prowess, alert stance, seal defense, dexterity. I feel like pomp and circumstance for luck and charm might be good for him. Reduce the chance of crits. What am I looking at in terms of enemy weapons? Why is there so much magic on this map? Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm actually going to give Dimitri resistance +2 again, because that's a thing that he has. In place of dexterity, I think. I'm not going to need Axe Breaker here, so trade that out. Give you bow prowess instead. Okay, I like that. Darting blows, sword and lance prowess, lance crit, alert stance. Magic damage by half. Aegis is too good when there's so much magic around. I will drop. She's probably not often going to be waiting here. It might be good to drop of alert stance. Because the people who have range have multiple shots of it, don't they?
I think so.
The meteors have 2 shots apiece.
Yes.
So it is possible to wait them out. I could put Ingrid in that range and wait, but that's like 4 uses out of how many turns this map's gonna take. Aegis is, and Aegis might just have the damage, which is better. Okay, Aegis goes in place of alert stance plus. Swordbreaker, Defiant Speed, Dexterity. Shamir is good where she's at. Felix is alright. Leonie. It's fine. Annette. Magic +2, Dexterity, Rally Resistance, Rally Speed. She can rally Strength, Resistance, and Speed all at once. I might drop Rally Speed for something. If I give her Magic +2. Or maybe the HP, because, fuck, that hits... I think she does, what, 38 damage?
38 physical, yeah.
So she needs to have 38 HP so that she can at least, like, take a shot. I know I'm disregarding defense, but whatever. Fucking don't get on me right now for that.
No worries.
Okay. I'm just gonna trust the combat arts are okay because that's getting a little too deep. I don't have any kind of attack plan right now. I'm just rushing in.
Are you ready for the R button to be useless?
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's the whole map. Except for those few spaces behind my units down here. Those spaces are safe. Okay, so I think the first thing that needs to happen here is that I need to find a safe hole away from Edelgard's range, so that I can attack anybody who's moving at me from a safe place. That safe place cannot be to the right because that's where Myson's standing, so I have to move to the left. I can watch the purple light up my face in the webcam from all the purple that happens here.
All the purple. It's like, where'd all the purple go? This map.
So there's a lot of magic. In fact, everybody over here is magic, which makes it even harder. How do I deal with this? I need my resistance units over here to lead the charge, or at least to be like second. So I got Flane, Annette, and Ingrid that are probably gonna plug this hole for a hot second. God damn it, I can't view Adel's range specifically this way. Not until we get into the fight. Okay, if I plug the hole, there is a vaguely safe area to the bottom left of me, where I can probably hole up. Okay.
I will say this is probably one of the hardest maps I've played in Fire Emblem.
Stop!
Sorry.
Edelgard must be in the throne room. I would love nothing more than to charge in and settle this once and for all. But we must be mindful of the surrounding forces.
Strange. The mages don't seem to be wearing their usual Imperial uniforms.
We cannot allow our grand ambition to be stopped by these beasts.
Yeah, so they point out Mycen to you in case you miss them. Got a bunch of plague masks with him to boot. Oh. Oh, there's another. Wait. Every one of the warlocks is of those who slither in the dark. The assassins are too. There's a bunch of them here. Yeah, this is bad guys. Bad guys have got in and are manipulating Adel. Hello, Mr. Mike. Welcome to the finale map. Look at Edelgard. Look at her feet. Look at how disgusting those are, where she has both toes and heels at the same time. That's what she looks like now.
I love, though, how it can say so much with just the unit affiliation.
I've seen both other routes, and damn, that's one terrifying Edelgard. This is Blue Lions right here. I get to deal with this. When will Edelgard become an angel of death? just now. Well, I mean, like an hour ago. We've been here prepping for a while.
Like, that seems like one of those things you'd see in, like, the final boss of, like, a Xenoblade game or something.
Kinda! I mean, that's darker than I've seen in Xenoblades, man. Xenoblade doesn't go with black eyes and glowing red irises, and also somebody you grew up with turning into a flesh monster.
Fair point, Saul.
She looks like something out of Silent Hill with the arms. Also fair. Alright, so I think it has to be Ingrid that holds the front line, and with that in mind, I've also got to use Annette to boost her resistance. Because she's the only one that can take both types of damage from everything that's going to get flung at her. Also, before we go too much farther, gotta track Adel's, yeah, also, this is Edelgard's attack range! It's not that she has a meteor, that's just how much she can always attack. This is what the map looks like.
That moment when it's easier to find where you can't attack than when you can.
I'm glad you got your Twitch account back, Mr. Mike. Welcome to some real hefty shit. Okay, I see no physical long-range attacks, so I can move Ingrid up into position and then move Annette up behind her to boost the resistance. I love Edelgard to death. I've been Black Eagle since day one, but damn, this is what happens when she succumbs to her darkness. I'm still more scared of Dimitri, all things considered. Because this is like actually turning into a legit flesh monster through outside intervention. And it's terrifying and a threat to the world. Dimitri turning into a monster was all just being human. And that's a little scarier when you think that, like, what happened to Adel happens inside of a game and is fantasy. What happened to Dimitri could be real. So yes, this is what happens to Adel. What happened to Dimitri, I feel like has a little more weight, personally.
Just a bit.
It might be better for her to just wait than to attack. Or rather, here, what if I hit first, back up, then have Sylvain dance for her, and then go up and wait? So she's got all the stat buffs to stay alive. But I don't have much to attack at range with right now.
There's no stopping me.
Oh, I can buff her resistance right now, too. Oh, right, I can do it with Manuela instead of Annette, leaving Annette free to attack as well. Bam. So we're going to assist Ward on you.
Thank you.
Oh, but that doesn't give you the other buffs I wanted for you, too.
I'm your girl.
May as well attack from range. I have the option to. Oh, I've also got Shamir. Yes. Shamir with the
Let's
crit
clean up.
machine. Do your thing. I should have repaired my killer bow. Fuck, I didn't think about that. Brave bow's got lots of shots. No crit. Phooey.
Leave it to me.
I'll cut through.
My orders?
Okay, Flame's got the resistance. You can attack here and also take the counter shot and be fine. Nosferatu also has increased range. Yes. So let's move you to here, and then we'll wait. So you get... I took alert stance off for... Fuck! Alright, so that's not gonna work. That would kill. I'd rather get a guaranteed kill and one less target hitting me. So hit with the Levin sword.
Prepare yourself.
Awesome, Ingrid. Thanks for getting a crit when it wasn't needed. Zippy zap. Good.
You took me lightly.
I could pull Sylvain back, but that would put 2 units into Edelgard's range. Or I could just let Ingrid try to take a shot from a fucking Silver Gauntlets user. How can you hurt Flame for that much? You have an attack of 59. She has a resistance of 38, and you're still killing her? With exactly enough damage. Oh. I could buff her resilience, but then Annette's gonna get hit instead. Well, I mean, Annette can't be doubled, so that would be better. Okay, try that. You're gonna hit Sylvain for 31 and he'll survive. Now you're also going for Sylvain, making this no longer viable. Felix can take a shot. He'll be fine. And Dimitri can take a shot. Okay, let's do this. Draw you back. Dimitri, reposition. You're gonna hit Dimitri for 19. You're gonna hit Flane for not enough to kill. Perfect. Okay. First turn, not totally ruined.
I am prepared.
Stand next to Felix. I don't know what he's gonna get for that, but maybe some amount of avoidance or something. Okay, thank God it has a low chance to hit. 18 might, 41% chance to hit. Still scary, but not a guarantee.
Where did that attack come from? If we do not find out, we have no chance of avoiding it. Everyone, stay on your guard.
Good. It looks like she'll also try to attack 2 different targets, too. Which means no focus fire, thank God. Okay. Focus fire would have been a big yikes. Yep. Okay. So, that's this. Now what can we do? You have to die. And you have magic equipped, so you're going to be able to hit back at range. Thus, maybe Shamir takes a shot and kills you.
Going for the kill.
Resting my eyes for a second.
Feels good to fight for a cause. Perfection.
Okay, good. So you're dealt with. I have a protection of 33. You have an attack of 47 and will hit twice. So that's 14 damage twice. That's actually not that much to be too worried about. But if I can send Dee-Dee-Doo in here to attract all of the physical fire outside of the range of the mages, that's even better. Felix, well here, I'm probably gonna want to focus my attention on people who have less defense right now in the hopes of giving them some kind of a defense point. Wait, and somebody here has to be able to duck in, kill, and then get out again. Fuck it. Fuck it. Focus it all on Dimitri. Just let him be the monster he needs to be to fight this monster.
Hate me if you must.
46. I've already said there's no point.
I won't stop marching on.
No point in holding back right now.
Nice level up.
Yeah, 6 points. Everybody's out of range of Adel now. Okay, that's wonderful. Good to see the guys on the right will not move until I approach. Kind of hoped they would have. Oh, wait. I could tempt the assassin out outside of the range of Mycen. And that name is throwing me off because I keep thinking Mycen, your grandpa. The
Not
awesome
quite
dude
the same
from Echoes.
I'm gonna say, if this is alternate universe Mycen, where Alm didn't go off to war, and so he just became a dark mage in Fodlan.
It's a very different path in life.
Exceedingly so, yes.
Yeah, so attract this guy over to hit me. Feel free to come down and take a swing. I fucking dare you.
Appreciate it.
I should have healed Annette. I didn't think to. Whoops. How dare you scratch me! Bam!
A threat eliminated.
I think he regrets that. Oh.
Even I have bad days.
Bad level, Catherine.
I've learned a thing or two from battle.
Oh god. Oh my god. That's actually terrifying. You'll probably kill her. Wait, no. You won't anymore. You would have had you landed all 4.
Ooh. That was too close.
Whatever. We got time rewind powers.
Oh no, a 25% chance to do 0 times 3.
Yeah. Critical dinks. I love them. Good, good. Attract out some of your buddies, too. Let Leonie just run hog wild here for a moment. She's such a strong Great Knight.
All right, who's next?
I love her so.
Leonie's just good.
But at what cost?
Byleth falls to someone punching really hard, of all things. We know that punching really hard works, okay? Rhea, of all people, was teaching it to me. By the way, where the fuck is Rhea? We still haven't found that out. And Rhea had support levels. So she must be recruitable at some point. Hasn't happened. So many mysteries. Okay, so Kublis is good. You have to die.
I must
You have to get out of the way, mister.
It won't be in vain.
Okay, now we got magic users who have an attack of 58. Resistance of 32, take 20 damage. You're not gonna double me due to speed. Okay, Ingrid, you're up. Make sure you've got some extra luck. Also make sure you have a little bit of extra resistance. Get in there. 22 damage, and the 11 sword can't hit twice. Okay, so then just have one of them come over here and attract them so that we can deal with them then.
I'm grateful.
Too slow.
Good.
I can do no less.
Oh god, I should have taken off the 11 sword. She's wasting uses of it. Just doing no damage.
Let's try. No.
Okay, well now I can move her up here. Attract this person to come and hit me. Unequip. Okay, good. Who needs the defense levels? Felix Still. Perfect. Punch, punch, you dead.
All right, next.
Tense stuff happening.
I should give everything to Dimitri at this point. Just try to push him up as far as I can.
What's my strategy? I'm grateful.
I've still got hidden talents.
Okay, good Manuela level. Good, won't complain. What's in the chests? Convoy. Chest key, trade here. Chest has a talisman. Okay, resistance, not bad. It'll give you some damage, and then we have to make sure everybody else is out of range of your attack. So I gotta move farther than Shamir is. Okay, I can do that. Good. Everybody should be safe now. Come on over here, take a shot. You bastard, stop clinging off my armor. Just die already. Go down! Ah! Okay, well, she's got him occupied at least. Critical dink. I can even pull him further back this way. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Get the monster to move over too. Good, I like this. I like this a lot.
And there's nothing except for Mycin and his other mage friends.
Exactly, exactly. So we got a talisman. We've got an elixir. Less good. Okay, smash him. Yeah, Dimitri's getting the most damage by far with axes right now because he's got a class that has axe fair on it. I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, they tend to have the... He has axe fair. Axes have the most attack power, and he's also got axe prowess, so it's the thing he's most likely to hit with, too. It's working out well for me. So I don't see any bow users on this side. Should make it okay for Ingrid to run in, do some damage, and then retreat.
You saved me. Ready when you are.
So let's do a dance for her.
That's better.
It's interesting how all the different prowesses seem to focus on like what that weapon needs or wants.
What, all the prowesses actually just do hit. They do the same thing, don't they?
Not in the same
hit,
amount.
Avoidance,
like,
and crit.
Hit, avoidance, and crit or crit avoidance, I think. But
Yeah,
like
crit
in
avoidance.
different amounts. Like axe gives more to hit and less to avoid, for instance,
okay.
whereas lance is
Yeah,
like
I see
more
here.
even.
Lance prowess is hit 15, avoid 15, and crit avoidance plus 10 for level 5, whereas sword has crit avoidance and hit plus 8, but avoidance plus 16. So using a sword makes you a more dodgy person overall. Less chance to hit and less chance to avoid crits, but just more chance to dodge, period.
Yeah, and that's better with what swords are, because swords naturally have higher hit, so it kind of complements it.
That's fair. Sorry. Yeah, I have this freshly repaired crescent sickle. Let's put it to use.
I'll end this quickly.
Woo!
It is done.
48% chance. Awesome. Oh, shoost. That looks like a magic orb there. Okay, she should be okay. 20 damage. Can I boof her resistance at all? Well, if I put a net there, then you're just attacking a net instead. Fuck. I gotta just hope she can take it and that there's no crit chance on it. Yeah, now we've got a bunch of magic damage that has to be dealt with, and this thing has 15 durability on it, so it's gonna be a while before it runs out. And by moving forward, we're putting ourselves back in Adel's range. So this gets scary again.
That doorway is the last bastion.
I'm not dying here.
Get out of my face. Stop hitting my shield. Oh, did I take a stat D? Right, they have seal strength on them. Phooey. Shit, I didn't look at that. Did that have crit on it? Watching the
No,
VOD.
it didn't.
0 crit. Okay, fantastic. That's 0 damage with that Levin sword. Why is it 0 damage? Anti-magic, okay. Okay, this is good news. I can still punch through his armor slowly. Leonie might be able to take out this monster on her own. Since he can't hit me when he wants to do his big AoE move, all he can do is just keep... Like... I should have backed off. He can only hit me through the wall. I hit how many monsters in the late game have anti-magic armor. It's gonna make an all-magic run very, very rough. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if I move her here, I can attract the attention of another mage, which is good. We'll rally you up, back you away, have you flit over here, and have you get danced for. If I put Flane in range, I've got to make sure that somebody else is there too, otherwise she's gonna double hit Flane and she can't take that. So maybe instead I just make sure I have my highest avoidance weapon on. I'll trade you for your vulnerary. Temporarily give you the Cursed Ashius sword. I guess it's fine, actually. I can just use the vulnerary there. Yeah, Dimitri's still got plenty of resistance too and a ton of HP, so he can probably tank this. Especially if I give him his Aaaand bar for more avoidance. Cubeless, check what's left in the last chest. We have a Energy drop. Okay, so I have more resistance and more attack power. I have to wonder if you can pull back and lure the mage that was attacking you. I believe I can, like this.
Saw it coming.
Whoa, you have a brimstone laser? Gah, what's going on here?
This reminds me of all the Monster Hunter stuff we've been talking about. That's basically Agnactor at that point.
Too slow.
Wonderful. Dimitri can just dodge everything. He'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, you restored all your friggin' HP, didn't you? Okay. Now we can make darting hit and runs on these guys. So if we sweep in and crescent sickle you, that's one mage down.
I can do no less.
Critting again, Ingrid. I love you. Perfect person.
My duty is your death.
Be one of the stars. I'm so glad she's grown into such a star. Strength.
I must continue.
Strength.
Well met.
Dimitri, flit in there, take you out. Oh, I could lure. That's gonna kill him, but it'll waste a gambit, and I need to, especially here, save my gambits for the monsters inside of Adel's range, because I'm gonna have to duck in and out and be, like, very quick about how I take him down. We're going nowhere slowly. We are going somewhere, all right? We're just taking out things as we go. It's got to be a gradual process here. You're going to hit him for 17. You're going to hit him for 22. Okay, should be fine.
And everything was fine.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about? It's only Bolganone. It'll be fine.
Nah, it's fine. I wasn't saying anything, I was just kind of...
You're scaring me!
Sorry. Just being a little bit of a butt, I'm sorry.
Killer Lance can't crit, so you are weak to swords. If I hit you with Steel Sword... Oh boy, you hurt Dimitri. That's problematic. I see, yeah. So effective weaponry will slash through a shield entirely. I see. No, there's no point in that because it's on a shield space again, so just move up and be ready to attack. Because of those 4 pillars, it's basically stuck there. You're not wrong, yeah. But it also means I can't bait it towards the wall, which is what I wanted. This bastard beast, he moved. He moved so that I wasn't gonna hit the same shield spot twice. Oh, Sylvain's in range now. That's an issue. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're attracting attention over to this side. Now I can Steel Bow Blast. That busts a shield. I hope it means that I can hit him next turn. As for you, we've got units available. Let's take these guys out. But of course, they have to have a bunch of resistance because they're bastards. Kublis, do your thing. I just do not have the avoidance I did as a swords master.
All is going to plan.
We'll let Shamir destroy this man.
Does Swordmaster have a native void?
What?
Sorry, I'm like, does Swordmaster have a native void?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Thinning their numbers.
By using a sword, they get higher avoidance. Like they have sword avoid plus 10 or something.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I can move in now. There's this little corner down here that's still safe from Edel. And this is actually a not insignificant portion of the map that we've cleared out here. It's just to get all of the rest of the magic, we're gonna have to put ourselves in Edeltown. It's gonna suck!
Edeltown, USA.
Edeltown sucks. I hate Edeltown. Yes! DD2! Perfect. That's 1 HP bar down.
Just be careful.
Okay, so we definitely have to heal up him before he goes in.
What's the plan?
Dance for you. Okay. Unfortunately, DD2 cannot stand there any long. Actually, he probably totally can. Yeah, since now Sylvain is the... Oh, wait, it's that he's in Edel's range. But he can take Edel's attack. In fact, he can completely tank it and do no damage, so he's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Okay, so I need Dimitri to attack and take out this second health bar. Perfect. Do it with a sword. Actually, do it with, yeah, hit him with your Brave Axe a couple times instead. Or once. Once is fine.
One Brave Axe is all it takes.
I'm fine with one. Now I can have DD2 step in and make sure that this monster never gets a chance to see his family again. With a 90% crit rate. Go for it.
90% seems fair.
Luck wasn't with you.
Boom. Okay.
This is no time to stand idle.
80 HP.
Knew you could do it.
80.
How many Seraph Robes did you give him?
2. So he would be at 70. 80.
Yeah,
He is naturally ahead of Dimitri again, somehow.
Dedue is a monster.
He's the king. He's the king. Sylvain's getting hit for 37 damage. That's not okay. It's not okay. Maybe rescue him back a little bit. Track your range, make sure he's not in it. Now who are you hitting? Shamir. Okay, Shamir's also a little dangerous, but she should be okay, especially since I can just, yoink. Now DD2, okay, DD2's fine. He'll live. If Edel hits for 38, yeah, Ingrid can also take that hit because she's got 33 protection. So we'll heal you up real quick.
Thank you.
Go figure out what this is. Training bow, okay, throw it out.
Weak.
Yeah, you're not okay, Edel. You're not okay anymore. Is this really gonna have to be that, like, I only send my high defense units in? At all? I guess I can send everybody since she wants to attack multiple targets. I just have to be very extra careful about it. Nobody that could die from attack plus Edel is allowed to be anywhere near the front.
Gotta be real careful with those support units. That is very slow work on that beast.
Yeah, I don't think this is actually going anywhere.
Yeah, with renewal on it, it just keeps healing itself.
Okay, so once you're down, it becomes magic, and you're not going to be able to hit that space, nor you could with Bolganone. So if I boof his resistance up a little bit, it could be okay, or just boof his health. You have 23 speed, you have 22. So the Mortal Savant's not going to double me.
Thank you.
So we have to make sure that you die. Silver Gauntlet, one punch.
More proof of my loyalty.
Good, down goes that. And once we take this, I can actually use this to attack a bunch of enemies. Because we're approaching very slowly.
Let's hope.
Manuela has 48, 49 attack power. She could take it. Sylvain's no longer in range, so he's fine. Let's have Felix hop up. We'll heal up Kublis, who will then stand in the way just as another target. Okay, Felix, come heal up Dimitri.
I won't let this hold me back.
What are you a meteor? No, you're a Ragnarok. Oh, I do need to track the meteors though. Yeah, DD2 is in range of that, so he's taking 35 damage. That's 55. That's 80.
Darn it, that's 80. I was gonna say, you almost had enough. There.
I should have tracked this a little better. I've got the rewind. I'm gonna use it. We'll go back till Flame's turn and have her pull back.
Onward.
What if you... No, never mind, sorry.
I mean, that was a lot of low chance of hitting, so it wasn't likely that everything was gonna go terribly wrong, but still, that was a little too much at once, and the meteor was the problem there.
Those meteors are big problems.
Yeah.
Ready when
Because
you
it's
are.
not only do you have the massive physical damage from Edelgard, you have two wandering meteor mages. ...58, 18 speed, 25 crit.
58. Okay. Come stand here. Attract one of these units over here to come hit you. And just equip the highest avoidance thing you have. Which is the Levin Sword, unfortunately, so we'll equip the Lewin instead.
Leave it to me.
And then we'll let Dimitri stand here and attract this War Master with his 55 attack power and a Brave Axe! And 36 crit. Down to hit me, and I'm gonna equip the Killer Lance and hope that I can hit back. Yeah, no damage on Dimitri.
So coming.
Second shot on a net. Less than 50% chance of hitting.
Close one.
Hefty hit, but yeah, it's got a very bad hit rate. Okay, good. Only a hit of 12. Brave Axe is nothing to be worried about. Boom!
I won't stop.
It's the first time I've ever seen a 0-0-0. It happened to me once or twice earlier in the game.
Nice try.
Good, good. Now Shamir can take that mage out. But we're attracting them in groups, so these guys are all coming at me now. And that's actually not a bad thing. Because it lets me get more experience and also pull them outside of Adel's range. However, it's another pee break time, so I'll be back in a moment.
Well, I think I should take back what I said earlier. This is not the hardest map I've played. It's definitely up there, but it's not the hardest. I'd say the hardest is definitely the final map, Endgame of Conquest. But that's hard because it's BS, not because it actually is an interesting challenge. So, I definitely would consider this map to be much more fairly challenging. Because you can see everything that's coming, and you just have to be prepared for it. I will say I did something... I'm not going to talk too much about what I did because I know Ryan's going to come back soon, but I had an excellent first turn that set me up in a really good way, but the rest of the map was still pretty difficult. I think there are reinforcements, but I don't believe they're random. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about what I did, you know, because Ryan might come back at any moment, and I don't want to risk, like, spoilers for him, so, yeah. But it was crazy, and then again, a lot of my strategies kind of revolved around, Deadeye Bow Knight Ash, who is insane, because it's, like, 8 attack range on an 8-move unit with Kanto. Give that boy a killer bow, critical ring, and all that type of stuff, and just watch him go to town. But yeah, I think Ryan's doing pretty good so far. Let's see if it holds out. other Fire Emblem games, the first few turns are the hardest. This one has a decent balance.
I'm back.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much, just entertaining them
Let's
with
clean up.
spoiler-free stories of map experiences past.
Wonderful. Appreciate that. The spoiler free, anyways. Ah,
Yeah,
phooey. The orb is in range of the meteor. It's got to be somebody that can take a real good resistance hit to stand there. Ah. Actually,
Yeah, I decided to temper what I was saying because I knew you could come back at any moment, so...
as long as this map doesn't have random reinforcements, it seems balanced for the most part. Adel has a very low chance of hitting, and as long as she hits 2 different targets, then yeah, I can understand. Like, that's not so crazy bullshit. It's more just another thing you have to be very careful about.
Yeah. This map is hard but fair.
Conquest is bullshit. Conquest
Yeah,
is
that's
hard
exactly-
and not fair.
That's exactly what I was saying. I redacted my statement that this was the hardest map because, at the very least, because Conquest Endgame is the worst.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I appreciate that. So we got 37, 37, 55. So you, War Master with the Brave Axe, you're the worrisome one. However, if I put Dimitri and Dididu up on the line here and make sure that I kill the Magic Men, then we have nothing to worry about. Oh. Except for you with your Meteor, so I can't actually have them in the opening like that. I can block it off, but I need 3 units instead of just 2. And actually, since we're all in Adel's range anyway, I can disregard that now and just track the Meteor. So I got Dimitri and Dididu, and who's the last tank unit? Gilbert is no longer with us.
Leonie's still in the other corner.
Yeah, she's catching up.
Orders?
Okay, she can't get here for this turn, but I can dance for her and get her involved soon.
I am prepared.
Good news is at least monsters can't walk through doors. Because they're 1 wide.
Yeah. Okay, so I can still make a wall here. Just have to make sure that I do it right. If we hit you with the tomahawk, you're gonna hit me with big magic damage back. So Dididu might be better off just waiting. Dimitri can short spear you for big damage and probably be okay. I envy your luck. During my run on the final map of Black Eagles, the enemies were somehow landing attacks with hit rates of 20 to 35. Oh, I've missed a shot of like 92% hit chance, and I missed it. I'm pretty sure Ash died to a 50% hit chance after I missed my 75. It's Fire Emblem. Hashtag Fire Emblem. That's the way this goes.
Hashtag, if it's not 100%, don't count on it.
That's too long of a hashtag.
True, that's like an entire tweet.
Over 90, I generally consider to be like pretty much guaranteed, and if it goes wrong, it's like, oh my god, I have to reevaluate everything. 80 is like, okay, this is pretty sure, but I should have a backup plan involved. Same with 70. 60's getting into the iffy range. Below 50, I never count on it. But crit rate's getting up to 50. I will cross my fingers and be like, hey, maybe. And anything below 10% is basically like disregarded. Unless it's enemy crit rates, and then your butt clenches a little bit involuntarily. It has to.
Oh yeah, there's always that chance. And because of, gosh freaking dang it, what's the term? Like, not appearance bias, but, you know.
Confirmation bias?
Yeah, because, I mean, you'll get, you know, a dozen 1% crits throughout the game and
But you
not
won't
think
track
anything of
them
it.
because they're so rare.
But then you get 1% crit by an enemy, and then you think, oh, the game is totally rigged. It's like, no, it's...
Yeah. You weren't
the
looking
game.
at them when it happened to you because you thought it was never going to happen. And you only remember the enemy one because it screwed up everything.
Yeah. Fire Emblem isn't unfair, it just has randomness to it.
Ooh, Annette's a magic unit that has a magic unit that has Kanto. I can have her rush in, use the orb, and get out.
Yeah, I saw
There's no
you
stopping me.
constantly debating against rallying with her, and I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, she has Kanto, she can rally and run away.
I greatly appreciate that you are holding your tongue on all of these things. Thank you.
You called me out once or twice, and so I've been trying to be real careful on that.
And that's good. That's good. Like I strongly appreciate that you have taken my my requests to heart and are acting on them. I just want to say how much I appreciate that.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I understand how annoying backseating can be, and so I'm just like,
What's my strategy?
sometimes I say things without fully realizing they're backseating, and so I've been trying to be real careful now.
Again, yeah, I try to be like a pretty gentle in like in my first reminder or something. I don't try to ever get harsh, but I hope I only be harsh when it's like I have had to say this like 6 times in the stream or whatever, and it's just like, just guys, how are you not getting this? When I have to repeat myself a lot, and then it gets naturally frustrating.
Yeah. I think there's also different things that just irk people more or less.
I fight for
It's
one
like,
reason
for some
and
people,
one
you could
alone.
say that and they wouldn't be bothered at all. And for some people, it's like,
It's a
oh, you
giant...
say one thing and...
Yeah. Just sets them off.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's start magic orbing. See what we can do with this. We have 11 shots left? Yeah. I feel like the guys on the bottom are naturally gonna die on their own. Also, I could do 55 damage with one of these shots, so I should pick my targets. Unfortunately, she who has the meteor is out of my range by 1 space. They planned this out. I promise you they did.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we had actual designers make this map or anything.
So you with the brave bow, eat a microwaved bag of dicks. You will never get a chance to attack me. I definitely, like, even once I get everything dealt with up here, I want to loop in and I want to take out Mycen. They pointed him out to me. I want to know if he says anything for death. Approaching him is going to be incredibly dangerous. Because I don't think it matters how much might he has. Foes hit are left with 1 HP. Even if I used my, like, only take 1 damage skill, out of combat, they're going to go down to 1 HP. So I need to loop, like, once I'm done what I'm doing up here, I'll have to loop back down through the bottom space that we're safe from Adel, kill the monster, and then come in here and destroy him really quick. Dimitri, if you can get a kill in a turn, I want you to, because I want you to be capped at the end of this thing, my boy. With that in mind, I should actually try to attack next to Kublis at all times, because I get extra experience for doing that.
Hate me if you must.
My catchphrase for killing enemies in one blow is I diagnose you with dead. It's a good catchphrase.
Only the strong succeed.
Strength and speed again. Strength The bar is full, but the number has not changed color. Is it capped? Or does it just not, is capping not a thing?
This will prove my loyalty.
If you wanted to see, you could use those energy drops.
Dee-dee-doo, you have proven your loyalty time and time again. You don't need to keep proving it. You're fine. Okay, this is tempting. Flame would have to get closer, but it's still tempting. I'm gonna try something with her next turn.
Thank you.
Oh, Sylvain is too far away to dance for him, so we can't do that this turn. Fair. I love, like, well, I don't love. I've said love a lot during this game, and there's a lot of things I truly do love about it, so I'm not going to say love, because I don't want to devalue the term. I like the little dubstep drop that comes before the Fodlan Winds part of this track. It's a nice little drop. Nice little bass line.
Oh, yeah. There's... There's a track on the soundtrack that basically is like full dubstep.
On the soundtrack? I hope to see that at some point. So, just for curiosity's sake, what happens if I Hunter's Volley with the Killer Bow? I'll tell you what happens. I get a crit chance of 95 and 2 attacks.
Only 95?
Only 95.
Wow, Shamir's phoning it in today.
I can't believe her. Only 95. What does this look like? Slacker Central? Shamir.
Come on, Shamir. Pull your act together.
I can't let this stand. Can't let this stand. Remember what happened earlier. With 90, 100, and 97.
Never forget the 100.
That's 270 damage. Never forget. The 100 crit rating. Never forget.
Oh, you got a whole video of that?
Yeah, I did. I captured it.
I don't remember how to capture videos.
Hold the button for a second.
Oh, good to know.
I know one of these had 100 and 100 on it because I posted it. Where'd it go? Maybe it deleted after I posted it. Or maybe I accidentally deleted it. Anyways, she had a 100 crit rating. She has a 100 crit rating, but she actually had a 100% crit chance in a battle. She don't fuck around.
Yeah, she had over 100. I think it might have also been like boosted by a support or something.
I don't think so, nope.
So steadfast.
It's because monsters without a shield have absolutely no defensive boosts whatsoever.
Yeah, they have no defense, they have no luck.
Yeah, no defense, no luck, and no resistance, so everything is a full power shot.
Yeah, plus because they're so big, it's really easy to get a lot of people in their attack range for a massive linked attack.
Yeah. Although I've never known what linked attacks do. I don't think it actually attacks twice. Or like boosts their attack in any way.
Well, link attack is basically, that's how you apply your support bonuses.
Oh, okay.
So instead of being within 3 squares like in other games, it's, you know, be within range to attack the enemy that is being attacked.
Wait, but no, I've had that apply on defensive, on the defense too, and linked attack doesn't apply there.
Well, I think it applies for all the units that you're next to as well.
So coming.
I don't know exactly how the game terms it, but yeah, if someone is able to attack the person that is being attacked or is attacking, then they will give their support bonuses to your unit that's in the combat.
Sure, fair.
Whether you're attacking or being attacked.
Oof, big fire. Big fire is bad. So I am going to arms kill this man because I want him dead. He's one of the threats to continuing to use the fire orb. Oh, Flame has a much less attack power on that, even though she's got equivalent magic.
Really?
Yeah. Like, Annette just took him for most of his health bar. Flame can only do 13.
Does it include, like, the Dark Knight's, fairs?
Oh, it might be fairs, you're right. Oh god, the person with Meteor moved forward. Why didn't I attack the Meteor? Now I have to book a full retreat. Like, a full retreat!
Retreat all the things.
Because they only have one more Meteor, so once it's gone, like, cool, the Meteor on this side is dealt with, but I still have to get everybody out.
Yeah. Probably a safe bet.
Don't let your guard down.
Well, out or, like, at a point where they can survive a hit by it. So Leonie, I should actually probably just look at who she's targeting and keep moving that unit out until somebody can survive it. Like Dee-Dee-Doo, who has so much HP and he'll be fine. Especially if I put Felix next to him, he has a decent support there, and we can assist, heal you, top you up. And then I can move Kublis next to him too, so that he's getting even less damage. And now we have a Dee-Dee-Doo that's only taking 32. Okay, cool. Everything here should be okay and dealt with. We're gonna do a quick flame heal, not fortify. No point wasting it right now. You are a false god, Edelgard. You cannot combine. Or, combine is the wrong word. I'm sorry. Sorry, I screwed that up. You cannot compete with the king, of whom I am a representative. No, Dee-Dee-Doo, you're the king. No. It's Dimitri. I serve Dimitri forever and always. Even for the joke, I cannot give that up. It's a core part of my character, don't you understand? Okay, so the meteor's gone. That's good. It looks like none of these units are going to take the fire orb. I like that they seem to mark one enemy for the fire orb or for the siege weapons in the code, and nobody else will use it, so it doesn't even factor into their attack radius. It means you don't have to worry about it once that one siege enemy is dead.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, I will say. It's not like FE7 where you kill the archer in the ballista and then another archer comes into the ballista.
Yeah, that can be an irritant. So you're gonna hit me with Bolganone, so I should put a magic... Actually, I should put a attacker in that place instead.
Prepared.
So let's set up Dimitri to just kill. Keep killing. Never stop killing. Oh, and Kublis knows magic now too. Wonderful.
I want to try and make my Byleth into, like, a hero or something, but I just have gotten so used to having a support bot.
Hero would be a really good class. Like, I'm so happy I put her through Swordsmaster, even if I can't use the mastered skill, Just because I wanted a Swords Master for so long. I was working to it for so long. Cool. Adel just can't even kind of touch Dimitri.
Triple zeros.
Even in your crazy demon form. You just can't touch him. You're not strong enough, Adel.
Like Dimitri has a hidden skill, Edelgard Breaker. Adds plus 100 avoid to Edelgard.
On to the next battle.
I think Dimitri's hidden skill is one of them. Which is like, he's looked into the darkness for too long. Now he is the monster. Much like a demon hunter from Warcraft, he knows their tactics. He knows how to turn it against them.
Fair enough.
So this is a lot of magic all at once. Do I have the offense to deal with this right now? Most of my units are just a smidge too far away to participate. It's not to say it's impossible, I just need to pick my fights. So Kublis could do that one. Dimitri's close enough to kill almost everybody. But these bishops and these Gremories in the back have Ragnarok. Leonie's close and could probably kill somebody with a physical attack, because she'll double. Unfortunately, so will they, and they hit for a lot of damage.
Yeah. Plus, then you have the whole Edelgard situation to worry about.
Yeah, that's getting a little too risky. I think I'm gonna pull back one more space. Like, look at almost half the map is cleared. We're doing pretty okay here.
Well, yeah, you pulled out like basically, yeah, you pulled half of the throne room. So you only have one more meteor mage to worry about.
And there is a ballista over there. If I can get on that side, like work my way through Mycen, I could do that too. And you know, you're not wrong. At this point, it might actually be safer to pull away and start moving towards the back. These guys are already chasing me, so let's get them down to a safe spot.
As soon as you're in meteor range, everyone just like, oh, someone's attacking him? Let's all charge.
I'm still gonna try to focus a bit on Dimitri. Oh, wait, never mind. The Gremory has taken up the fire orb. Now they're attacking a range.
So it's not just a matter of...
It seems not.
So maybe it just doesn't count it as their range unless they stop on top of it.
Okay, well, if I can buff his resistance, he'll have 31, which gives him... Actually, not... that magic hurts a lot. That's not the safest spot to be. So if I can pull out of range of this guy... who's currently attacking Leonie but won't kill. So that's a good target there. Everybody else will pull back a bit, make sure that we keep the one person healed. This is all out of range of Adel again, so we should be fine. Except not quite, because Dimitri's still getting hit from here, but okay, he can healing focus. Fucking seriously, Adel? Seriously? God, he's right on the edge of it.
Well, it's okay. She's not dealing any damage to him.
Good lord, that is a big range. So take you out. Since you're attacking Leonie, that's fine. Everything in the hallway should be safe right now. Make sure you're still hitting Leone. Okay, that's fine. Actually, Dimitri's still probably okay to hang out in the hallway. Come attract the hit of this mysterious soldier. This Slither person. Get his Ragnarok on you. We'll use a net to boof your resistance a bit.
Thanks.
And then Dimitri can come up here. Also standing next to Flame to reduce the damage a bit more, but use your short spear. Okay.
Too slow.
Oh god, Flame is close. It's okay, it's okay. She doesn't die from it, she doesn't even lose half her health bar. Ah, frig, he's using a gambit, he's not attacking. Well, that's a pain, now I'm locked down. Okay, he can still attack from here, and then I can, but the problem is that then he can't move. So I think it's best to recover first, or restore first.
Oh yeah, restore cures gambits. I always forget that.
It's so wonderful. Oh god, I've loved it so much. Flame has filled Mercy's shoes very nicely. And now that everybody's close enough, if we can take out the 3 here, then I can charge the last one with Dimitri.
I always end up getting hit by a random 20% gambit chance. I'm just like, ugh, now what?
God damn it.
It had to be done.
Didn't plan for that.
Yeah, something like that.
Kublis is kind of hurt, but I could move Dedu up here, and then we can Tomahawk. Okay, no chance of kill. I might one-shot you. I one-shotted you. I 1/3 shotted you.
Luck wasn't with you.
That was...
Way to be, Dedu.
That was quite the debating,
Look, he had a crazy amount of HP. I don't know what the ×2 crossed out means.
Oh, that means you have a guard adjutant.
Ah, okay. So, he was gonna kill me if I didn't land that. That's what I was about.
I think... I don't remember if it's actually calculated in the calculation or not.
I don't believe so, because it said 40 damage. Like, he was gonna hit me twice. And 40 damage probably would have... No, because I have 80 HP.
Yeah, because it reduces the damage from the second hit.
Yeah.
Is what guard adjutants
Yeah,
do,
so it would have been... It would have been risky, is what I'm saying. So Kublis is too low right now. I need to get her a heal before the turn's out. But I did kill the 3 mages, and now Dimitri can get in and boom the last one. I saw somebody earlier said, it's weird that your Dimitri is so good with axes when that's Adel's signature weapon, and I think that's kind of poetic. I was like, well, yes, I like that. Can I mention I love this song? You can, because it's been bringing me to tears for the last, like, 40 minutes. Okay, this is a good spot to use one of my fortifies. Because there's a bunch of people that are kind of injured here. And with that, I believe everything is mostly cleared up. Like, I can use a few more fire orb shots. 3 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12. Actually, there's only one unit that's even left in range, and it's this dude. And I'm not too worried about this dude, so maybe I'll leave a net here to bounce in and out and deal with him, but everybody else is on full retreat. Let's go to the other side, take out that monster and Mycen combo. Something just struck me again, another thing that, like, makes me realize something awesome. Mystery Man is calling this song a heroic reprise, but you know what? What it just made me realize is that Fodlan Winds is the music that played when you were kids, when you were young in the school and everything was fine with the world and you talked to Edelgard every day. And the only time they bring it back is when you're fighting her.
It's both heroic and tragic.
Oh, it just reminds you of what it used to be. And they have not played any hint of this song in the last, like, 8 or 9 chapters since that time.
So coming.
Oh, I love it so much.
Aaaand, okay?
Hey, Mystery Man, what's up?
I think an argument can be made that this song is more Edelgard's theme.
I don't want to hear nothing about themes right now. She's not on my team, and I love it.
Fair enough.
So, what exactly did she do to herself?
I don't know. This is, I believe, the thing that she talked to Hubert about when she said, I have to do something, and he's like, there's a chance that you can't undo that, and she's like, nah, I gotta do it anyways.
The only hint that we got was at the beginning, like, you know, between the Hubert chapter and this chapter, she was talking to a mage, and she's like, I need to, like, bring out the full power of my crests. And then this happened.
And then she said, like, I can't guarantee your safety if you stay here. And then there was a bunch of creepy, like, flesh sounds, and now she's this.
She looks kind of like a cross between a seraph and a demon.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, but the thing with demons is that a lot of them were angels to begin with. Lucifer was an angel. There's a reason that for that.
Yeah. There's a reason why I made the Xenoblade comparison, but then again, in Xenoblade, all those things that look like that are giant robots, not people. Yeah,
honestly...
No, you first.
You first, this is... bad to see Edelgard like this.
Her 3D model isn't even as scary as her fucking portrait. Look at that! Look at her portrait! That's like some Dracula shit. That's like original The Terror of Dracula shit. Like, a human being that is not human anymore.
Her 3D model looks like a, you know, like a black version of, like, Siren from Xenoblade, but that face just, ugh. Like looking into the face of a lich.
It's so unsettling and creepy.
You can definitely tell she has kind of going all out with this war.
I loved when Dimitri and, like, Adel met before the battle, and they just had, like, a theological or an ideological debate just out in the field there. I'm like, these are both very valid worldviews here. This is Adel started the war clearly, but I can tell as I sort of thought from the very beginning when she started it that she's not wrong. She's not being a bad guy to be a bad guy. She just has a very different worldview.
Three Houses was
she
very...
has gray morale everyone has. Like, not everyone is exactly in the wrong or in the right here.
Well, Solon was. I'm pretty sure he's a bad guy. Pretty sure that Cronia was a bad guy. Pretty sure that those who slither in the dark are the explicit bad guys.
Yeah, but
those who slither are like the one exception to that rule, though.
Yeah, in terms of the nations and their leaders and, you know, all the potentially playable characters, they do a really good job of not ever painting anyone as purely black or white. The only ones that are, like, definitively, hey, we can point you as evil, are, like, those who slither in the dark.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Dimitri's leaning towards the darker side of Gray. he's very heroic now, but for 5 years he was like Mystery Man. I was saying at the beginning of this thing, what happened to Dimitri, I would argue, and what Dimitri was for a while is arguably scarier than what Edel is right now, because this is fantasy monstrousness that just gives a ton of immense power, whereas what happened to Dimitri could possibly be real.
Yeah.
What happened to Dimitri is very real, but I think they're equal, because once you hear what Edelgard's been through, I think everything will become a lot clearer.
To a degree, they're categorically different. Granted, I haven't played Black Eagles yet. I've only done Lions and then Deer. I think Dimitri's story, personally, is one of my favorite character arcs. Maybe not arc per se, but one of my favorite executions of a character arc in, like, just most forms of fiction for, like, an individual character specifically.
He's got a real good, really well fleshed just story. Okay, good, proof. Real good, real well fleshed story that doesn't feel forced.
Yes.
We've talked on all of these things in the stream today.
It was interesting. I was looking at a...
So that's some mechanical proofs right there. Right now, Annette is the only one in range of Edelgard, and she did not attack twice. She cannot hit the same unit twice in one turn.
That is very good to know.
Yes.
If you're sure.
Is this still in range? Yes, it is. Okay, Annette needs some healing. Who is close enough to heal Annette? Nobody's close enough, but I can rescue her out with Flame. Probably better than using a Fortify, because those are limited. And once we get in Edel's range, like, everybody's gonna die anyway, so whatever. Oh, no, not everybody's gonna die, but once we're in there, there's no real sense of a safe zone. Everybody's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Is Sylvain and Edelgard's?
I don't believe so.
Is Sylvain Edelgard's what?
Attack range?
No. I don't think she can hit any. Well, she's hitting Dedu right now, because I can see that that occasional line coming in on top of him there.
Yeah, Dedu is the corner of the attack range.
Yeah, that I was referring to Dedu. Sorry.
How on earth could you possibly get this majestic brown king confused with this weird little white skinny dancer boy who hates himself over here?
I am sorry, okay?
This red-headed goth bastard.
It looked to me like you meet Sylvain for a moment.
Behold his majesty! The majesty of his Belton crotch!
I love how Sylvain just has that one weird, like, you know, the type of, like, extended sandal that comes all the way up to his knee. The straps. Just the one, and then the other is just covered by his robe.
I'm back. How's the fight going? Not bad, Red Cinder. We've cleared out one side of the board pretty much entirely, actually, and everybody's still alive. Moving on to the monster side right now, where Mycen sits and waits.
Good old Gramps.
Okay, so if we're gonna do this, we need to get in and out and hit and run. So, steel bow. Yeah, let's throw a spear at you a couple times.
Yeah, and these monsters are real tough because as long as they're shield up, they're immune to magic.
Let's see it in
And they
action.
got real good defense.
The ones that are immune to magic are always the worst, because,
There we go.
You?
Shield is down. Wait, are you weak to lances? This one's weak to lances. I just busted his shield. Wonderful. Ingrid, kill!
Oh, nice. So that's how it works. It's
Weak
just the
weaponry,
weapon
yeah.
type it's weak to.
Well,
Okay.
if they're weak, I believe that, like, if a flyer is weak to bows, too... Well, I mean, a flyer is always weak to bows, but if you hit them with an effective weapon type, it can punch through the shield in one round. And
That makes a lot.
It was Colonel, I believe, earlier that corrected me on that. I thought it worked a different way, but then I tested it, and it works the way that he said it did.
Cool. Yeah, I never really tested it too much because I always used gambits, but that makes a lot of sense.
They just use stuff effective against monsters, in all honesty. I didn't really pay attention to weapon weaknesses.
Weak.
Well, it's actually, like... Now that I know that it works this way, I am more inclined to use the weapon that they're weak to, because it means I can bust through a shield in one turn instead of having to wait two. Which means that it opens up that one corner of the monster to full powered attacks much faster. Those two jerks are trying to follow a net right now.
Oh yeah, because she blasted with the fire orb.
Yeah. Do 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 do. So Annette could do this again. Or I could get Dimitri in here, and I do want to try to push Dimitri up. So we'll let Leonie, throw a couple spears at this guy. Maybe she'll get lucky and crit kill him.
Well, okay, can I go back to what I was saying about the barriers?
Sure.
The ones with magic are the worst, because...
Oh my god! Adjutants can crit? What?
Adjutants never even attack for me. Come on.
I'll keep pushing myself.
That gets
Sorry for
recorded.
interrupting you. That was...
Okay, new discovery today. Adjutants can crit.
Adjutants can crit! I was like, wait, Dorothea's face?
Maybe it's better this way.
Back to what I was saying, magic is generally kind of the nuke characters.
That was glorious.
And if monsters are immune to magic, then that basically shuts out your most powerful characters.
Kinda, yeah. They're not wholly immune to magic. It's just when the barrier is up, they're immune.
Yeah.
So you've got to bust through it by hitting the barrier with their weak weapon, and then you can nuke that spot. And suddenly having a melee character with a magic attacker makes a lot of sense as well. Yeah, kinda. Okay, who can hit and get out again? Yeah, let's do this. Kublis can hit with a killer bow a couple times. Maybe she'll kill, and if she doesn't, then Dimitri gets it. I gotta crit twice to kill him. All right, cool. Dimitri gets it. Move Felix away. Yes, he can dodge. Okay, then we will combat arts reposition. Dimitri, duck in here. Short spear, perfect. Yeah, since this seems like the final battle, I'm just going all out in Dimitri and holding nothing back.
On to the next battle.
Because I've given him an experience orb and everything. I'm just trying to grind him up as quick as I can within this fight so that I've got a safe, powerful nuker to go up against Adel with when I get there. Because I believe she's going to have another trick up her sleeve once we actually get up and start attacking her. It can't just be this Crest of Flames power. You know, she's got Vantage, Desperation, and Wrath, after all.
When I did the final fight of the Black Eagles, I just kind of went straight for the boss, in all honesty. Like, everyone was fine where they were.
Everyone's individual final maps are completely different, I will say.
Which makes sense to me, and I'm glad for that. I wouldn't want them to just be a reskinned version of the same thing.
Like, Edelgard's map is a lot different.
Don't tell me nothing about it.
It is. It's just very different.
You scared my horse! How dare you, Edelgard? I'll never forgive you for this.
Did Edelgard get to attack twice?
Yes, she does. She hits twice. She hits across the entire board, and she gets to go twice because of her twin crests ability. Why does she have twin crests? This is a question that has never been answered, but she does, and now it's an ability, and it lets her attack twice.
Oh.
Okay, so against Mycen, I feel like the bet. Well, I have to tempt this asshole out first, but the problem is that I can't get in there to tempt him out without being in range of Mycen. And I don't have anybody with that much resistance to get a tank shot off of you. So, really, what I've got to do is send in Dimitri. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna get Dimitri to go in and try to blast him and then probably rescue him out with Flame. But with that, I have to have Sylvain also get in range of him so that I can have him dance for Dimitri to go again. But keep Sylvain out of range of the Ragnaroker.
I'm your girl.
So it's some very precise positioning that has to go on here. And we're gonna have to wait a couple turns to set it all up. But we gotta kill these two guys anyway, so this works. It's only Dimitri and Sylvain and Flame that are really needed on the right side at this point in time. I could also silence one of them with Manuela, because she's here. Lysithea also has 2 crests, so there's that to consider. I didn't know that. Whoops. Didn't pay that much attention. We'll figure that out when we go to that route. So well, actually, Annette doesn't need to be there. You can attack from here. And Excalibur has a 19% crit chance. No go. Okay, so I've got Ingrid and Shamir that are still close enough to do some damage here. And Leone. So we'll have Leone step over here. You can hand axe chop this man.
The Blade Breaker taught me well.
Good. And then Shamir. Get a little bit more of that sweet dexterity, girl.
Feels good to fight for our cause.
Good, so you're both dead. Now, Flame needs to make it over here too. I can't rally his luck this turn, but I shouldn't need to if I've planned this out right. So you step here. Wait. You get some avoidance. Sylvain steps here. We dance for you. Get some experience, sure. Level 42, nobody cares. Sylvain, you're just a dancer at this point.
I sense an improvement.
Gambit use, and now Dimitri can fly up here. Oh, Flame might be too far away. Flame might be too far away to do this. Oh, she is. She's too far away. I miscalculated. Okay, but you only have silver gauntlets, but you have 47. That's 7 damage times 2. That's 14 with a pretty good crit ratio. You have full health. All right, you should be able to take even 2 of those, as long as I stay out of range of you. Wait, but there's fucking magic damage up here too. Nope, I gotta undo. I miscalculated a couple things. I can't do this yet, not until Flame is able to get close enough to rescue.
What's the plan?
Well, I fucked that up too, so DD2 come down here, Felix come to here. We're gonna make sure you are out of range of that asshole. Reposition, good.
What's my strategy?
Cubeless step here, Flame get down here. Okay, good. Now it should be good. Dance, K. Experience, sure. Level again. Same points. Okay. Dimitri, go and kill. Against a named unit like this, I don't feel bad using Aaaand Bar.
We will return this world to mortal hands.
What an interesting quote to say from the bad guys. When the good guys, i.e. me, is allied with the church. Mortal hands.
May that filthy race of beasts wither and die.
Actually...
Shh. Let this simmer and say nothing on it until the map is done, please. It even slowed down for that.
A curse upon those damned.
This guy has to be important.
Myson! Everyone retreat! We cannot sacrifice our goal!
Ooh. It pulls some enemies from the map to kill him. Okay, okay.
The mages are retreating.
Yes, when you kill him, all those things that were marked as those who slither in the dark instead of Imperial, leave.
They must achieve their goal. Even though this is the last map, they're like, we're not done yet.
There's no stopping me.
The mages are gone. Time for King DD2. Advance, DD2! I mean, all of the mages aren't gone. There's still the Imperial mages. Just those who slither in the dark are gone.
Correct.
Although, with that said, there's... Actually, never mind. There's quite a few mages still up at the very tip-top up here.
Yeah, most of those who slither were in the left and right wings.
So I did take out a bunch of those who slither already.
Let's clean up.
Yeah, this game does a real good job of making you just want to play the other paths.
And it's a big game, too. It's not like, oh, this is a 30-hour route. Now go play the other ones. I've been here for 140. I think some people can beat it in like 40 50 hours if they skip all of like the side content, the supports and stuff. It's big. It's a big experience.
Yeah. My first blind run was 72 hours through lions, and then another 50-ish through deer. Granted, I wasn't needing to learn any of the systems, so I was able to...
My first Eagles run was 65 hours.
I'm milking this. I am absolutely milking this. Okay, so the monster, again, we're gonna have to deal with this freaking ballista over here. But it's down from 50-some enemies to 15.
Yeah, you've done good work.
Everybody in here. Everybody pile in to the next room. Come and throw a spear at this guy a couple times, because that's exactly enough damage to kill him.
I won't stop here.
Perfect. Okay, so everybody is in now. Okay, we need to basically pull the same thing we did last time and attack the monster while dodging the bowman. And if I want to, I can just let this one be literally entirely Dimitri, because if I give him an Aurora Shield, he's immune to everything. Like, that ballista can't hurt him. I could also throw up Dedede in the mix because he's at 50 protection. 50 before his weight bonus. And 76 attack.
It seems pretty good.
Ingrid, you're 45. Okay, this is fine. This is all fine. Ingrid, go give Dimitri. No, wait, that'll take off his knowledge gem. I mean, his experience gem. So fuck it. What happens if we do this? What's your damage? 9. Even with super effective hit, he does 9.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, 9 damage. That's how you know you're powerful.
It's not. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You are weak to axes, okay?
What's my strategy?
For as good as my units in my Golden Deer run were, none of them ever reached the sheer godlike tier that units like Dimitri and Dedede felt like.
Do not get in the way of my two big swinging Ds here, all right? Dimitri and Dedede. These guys will wreck any and everybody's day.
One moment.
Also, Dedede has 80 HP. How
80.
did that happen?
80. He has 80. And he's not a Fortress Knight. He has 50 protection rating and he's not a Fortress Knight. Whew. Do not get in the way of my two big swinging Ds. Thank you, Mithril.
I am prepared.
Just go up, man. Just go up. Take the shots. Get in range. They can't do anything to stop you at this point. That ballista has nothing on you guys.
Ready when you are. My orders?
Leonie, get involved too. You have that much defense. You're fine. Nobody can stop. Nobody can stop you. Nobody. Nobody can stand
The only threat on the map left is that Meteor Mage.
Well, and then Edel.
She's fine.
She's still a threat, though.
So we're gonna swing in here. Gonna hit you with a hand axe real quick. It's not gonna do a lot of damage, but it will bust your shield.
No need to worry yourself about the final boss. She's fine.
Well, when you have a wyvern raiding physical murderer, a walking wall, and a
Oh,
Feral
perfect.
wall.
What? Look at this. Brave Axe. I'm gonna kill him through his barrier.
This is fine.
I don't even need to crit. That was half damage.
Yeah.
But when you have a walking murder house, a physical wall, and a literal wall, I don't think anyone is going to stop you.
These Tomahawk guys really want to try, though. I don't think they
Ooh, that's a lot of damage,
understand what they... Oh, God. Oh, no. 12. Whatever will Dee do?
I am just like, oh, 12's a lot more than 0.
Even if he gets critted twice, he will be fine. You don't understand how how durable Dee is right now.
Always just...
Yeah, he will be fine even if he gets critted twice. He will survive with 8 health if he does get critted twice.
Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Solitude over here,
Poke, poke, poke.
Kubla's calling down Odin's rage. Thor's thunder over here.
I'm stronger than before.
Wonderful level up. And now...
Let's clean up.
Well, not now. Soon. Now it's gonna be Dimitri. Oh, wait. Meteor. I have to track him. That's... Now we're getting to the point where, this person's gonna be a problem.
Getting to Danger Town. Population Imperial Soldier.
Yeah, since Ingrid still has the Aurora shield, she should be fine up here.
Wait, do you have 2 of those?
No, I only have 1. Dimitri
wait,
takes
you
9
traded.
damage without an Aurora shield.
The Aurora Shield, he would probably take like 1.
None, actually. I faced ballistas before.
Yeah, not only does it cancel out effectiveness, but it also gives 3 protection anyway.
So I have units that can kill the monster. That's not the problem. The problem here is that I need to get in, attack, and then get out again. I can do that. B+.
That worked out well.
Still training to this day.
It is amazing that you are only at a B+ with what is supposed to be Dimitri's signature weapon.
Yeah, but that's because I've been training him in axes the whole time.
Yeah.
So he's still at a B+ in axes, except that he explicitly hates axes. And he's in a class that has axe fair, so it's really his best weapon right now. All right, let's try a monster blast. You know, 87% crit chance. I'm sure this will work out just fine. Or we could go with the killer bow and Guarantee it.
You know you're powerful when you can guarantee a critical hit.
That's beyond powerful. That is, what the fuck have you done?
I'm trying to think how you even got to this point.
Sending their numbers.
I'm just really good at Fire Emblem, man.
What's Shimiru's passive again? I totally forgot. Like her unique
It
personal skill.
boosts your stats whenever you get a kill.
Yeah, so now she's even stronger.
Yeah.
Truly impressive.
Now she has a stat total of 233.
It's basically Parry's skill from Fates, but everyone hated Parry. And
If unit initiates combat and defeats foe, grants strength, magic, dexterity, and speed by +4 for 1 turn.
cool.
I can also dance with Sylvain, so I can get in here and kill one of these guys if I want to. Oh, interesting. I can't fly over these walls. That's new.
I think you're technically inside of a building.
No. I disregard this. Yeah, probably. I would take the meteor there, take the brunt of it, and I don't really want to do that. And if I set here, then I'm going to let Ingrid take the shot instead of Didi do. So I am actually pretty okay with this setup currently. Adel is hitting Dimitri, but that's going to do 0 damage. I've already determined that. This guy's going to try to onslaught. I'm probably going to miss. This guy's going to try to hit Didi-Doo. It's going to do nothing, and you're going to shoot Manuela. Who, even if she does die, I have a second life for her, so we'll be fine. Why can't I hit you? Why won't you? You can't even see where they're coming from. It's like, sorry, Edel. I always was better than you at everything, really.
Pathetic.
Don't know why you ever thought you could win a war against me.
It amazes me that she is guaranteed to miss Dimitri.
Guaranteed. It's also the target that she most wants to attack.
Well, I mean, it makes sense why he would go after Dimitri the most.
Dimitri has a crazy amount of defense, but he's also like a dodge tank at this point. He has How? How, though? I wasn't expecting that much. He has 90 avoidance! 90!
Wait, he doesn't even have alert stance.
90 avoidance!
Okay, wait. Galatea, Pegasus Co, Lance...
Yeah, he has Royal Lineage Plus, which is giving him 20 at full HP. Avoidance plus 10 is being a Wyvern. Lance Prowess is giving him 12, and his Pegasus Go is giving him another 10.
That's what it is. It's his upgraded personal skill.
But then he's also got 40 protection and 38 speed.
These make very good tanks, apparently.
And 50 attack power.
Oh, Wyverns have always been, like, one of the best classes in Fire Emblem. They just normally have had weaknesses. Dimitri doesn't care about weaknesses.
Just like, oh, you think I'm weak to that? Oh, is that a bow? That's funny.
Like, I think the only thing that could possibly scare him would be, like, Excalibur magic.
That's it. You're right. That's the only thing that is any threat whatsoever.
The only thing that can hurt him at this point is Excalibur magic, and I don't think anyone else in the map has that.
Also, you're right. This is interior, and I should have been flying around this place up close for a while. Look at how gorgeous this is. The walls
they
are
put
high.
so much work into a feature that most people never use.
But this is still what shows up in the background of battles, so it is used.
Oh, true. True. It's beautiful, really.
Ooh, it's really cool, though.
I saw Maniacal and Dalton like put out a video. They're just like, oh my god, I can move around in this first person in this like really close view? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I've been doing that for weeks. None of you have seen it because you haven't been watching my streams, avoiding spoilers. Yeah, this is where we started, actually. With these stairs down, they didn't forget those. Nice window outside, and then yeah, it's just all enclosed. Nice little courtyard out here. Manuela staring at a wall, you know, doing what she does best, contemplating life. This great big statue in the center here.
Can you take a look at the area where Adel is?
Up here. That's the Empire throne right there. Tall, imposing, and lit from behind. But nobody is on the pedestal with her.
Wait, didn't it say that she had a battalion with her?
She has an ability. She's a monster. She doesn't have a battalion. She has Staggering Blow as an ability.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, so it's like a monster area of effect attack.
I keep animations off, so I'm really surprised to see this level of detail now. Colonel, how could you? How could you do that? Animations are awesome. I'm an animator. I have to think this way. Oh, look at the stained glass windows in here too. This is beautiful.
This really is a beauty.
I love the purely decorative pillars that aren't attached to anything.
Someone actually gets my spoofs and goofs.
Thank you, Bastion Soul, for the follow. I hope you love Fire Emblem, because goddamn do I.
Like the stairs leading to the balcony, even though they don't actually go anywhere.
Yeah, it's all just part of the world. It exists beyond the boundaries of the map. Down here too. I mean, this one has a gate on it. But that alone is like one of them is open, one of them is gated. So much world detail. Okay, so there's another experience thing back here. I should send somebody back to get that. And by somebody, I obviously mean Dimitri.
Let's give him even more power.
I want to, if it's possible, to cap.
Could it be enemy reinforcements?
Oh god, this is the first time I put somebody into the central room.
Avoid losses by taking control of the stairwells. Block the enemy reinforcements.
Is that a reinforcement trigger?
Yes, it is. Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. First up, Dee-Dee-Doo, kill. Oh, actually, walk up here, Dee-Dee. That's in the meteor range. I need to do that with somebody who can get out. Leonie's just a smidge too far away, so Shamir, your job. You too. God damn it. It might be best for Kublis to step up here and do this. That's a lot of counter damage though, but I do have Sylvain. He can't get close enough to really do a lot, but what I could do, here we go. I'll move Leonie here. And we can have you attack with Silver Lance real quick.
Nice try.
Okay, and then you can move up here and wait. Pick up a rusted lance, just an iron. Sure, throw it back. Sylvain, walk up to here. We're gonna dance for you. Then Leone can step up here and kill this ballista user, which frees up the space for everybody else to come in.
Alright, who's next?
Woo! Okay, so that's cleared up, and then I can get out of meteor range, and all is well. Next up, we have to kill this asshole. Who thinks he's hot shit, surviving my Knuckles attack. Pfft. You must not realize, I'm a killer.
More proof of my
I no
loyalty.
longer have killer weapons. DD2 is just a killer.
I'll have to steal those moves.
Okay, Felix, run up here and we can thunder zap you. Even though I put Felix into Mortal Savant, he's still primarily a magic user just because of what the game is throwing at me. And he's fragile because he was supposed to be a swords master and he doesn't have a lot of magic uses, but damn, is he really good at it.
Yeah, the spells he does have are good ones, like Thoron and Thunder's pretty good too.
Huh, thanks.
What is a good, like, cheap spell that you can use?
Send Ingrid down, yeah, here's fine. Kublis, come wait here. Rusted Lance, throw it back. Okay.
Foolish.
Stop poking my healer with that. She doesn't appreciate it.
Nice try. No.
Stop scratching the paint, you bastard. Gold paint is expensive. You gotta get real gold in this stuff. No reinforcements yet. Okay. So then, let's tempt a meteor shot out of you. Flame ought to be fine, but I'm also gonna buff her resistance a bit. Top up Dee-Dee-Doo. Let Sylvain dance for you. Cool. I'll have Kublis come and kill this guy so that I can get just a little bit more of that sweet sword experience. I can't do it with a sword. Okay, then what if I hit you with a bow instead? Still not a kill, but enough. And then... let Felix top that off. Now, you keep using your spells. Edel is gonna need some of that. I guess I'm just probably not gonna attack Felix with Edel at all, if I'm being honest. So, Ingrid, you can come and do this.
Prepare yourself. I shall not stray.
Shtaboom, cut out at the calves.
Fun to watch.
Get you out of the way, and then make sure you're totally topped up. Okay, good. No go there, and next up is Annette. Only 12 damage, perfect. Flame can tank this. If I back up one more space, I can tank the second meteor and then be super fine. Still don't see any reinforcements either, so... not sure what that... maybe they're trying to give me a few turns to, like, capture the stairs? Anyway, let's get you there. Have everybody else back out temporarily just so that we can get rid of the meteors. Rally you up. Back up a bit. Sylvain, come and dance. Okay, everything there is good. Perfecto, and now I don't have to worry about any more meteors. But I should make sure to get somebody... Well, I guess none of these units have bows. So I don't have to worry about anybody else picking up the ballista at this point. Dimitri can charge. It is all magic damage, though, so I still need to be a little bit leery, because, again, they're charging me with their friggin' mages.
I don't necessarily have a lot of resistance tanks.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Flane. And even Flane's only got 38. That's less than my physical tanks have. And magic tends to be super nukey.
Oh, yeah.
So if we have Ingrid step in, and I can absolutely kill this unit. So the Mortal Savant is actually a big threat, yeah. Because he can hit on either magic or physical. So if I'm going to use Flame, he has to go down. That's good. You're both hitting Ingrid for too much damage. If I put Flame there, she'll be okay.
Remember back in the day when Ingrid's
38
defense was... resistance was so good that she wasn't taking damage from mages? Those were good times.
These are crazy mages. She's still, like... Well, her resilience has actually gone down under her protection, but her resistance is higher than her defense. I think it's because of her battalion.
Just be careful.
Sylvain needs some desperate assistance in heals. Good, good.
Stronger, faster, never enough.
Strength defense.
What's the plan?
We'll take. Now we can dance for you. And Dimitri is totally close enough to kill somebody right now, so let's do that. Although they do 32 damage to him, but they have a very low chance of hitting. And I can put somebody on the ballista.
Question, how does the ballista hit through the walls?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing about the magic shot. I don't think it's worth digging too deep into that.
It's easy. They just take off the ceiling.
Okay, now I'm just imagining that whenever they have someone use the ballista, the ceiling just kind of turns up to the side, and then they fire, and after it fires, it goes back down to its original position.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't see all the hinges when you did the zoom up view?
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I have a plan for this right now. Then we're going to rescue Cubeless back down. So she's safe. And then we're gonna have Leone step up here and Ballista kill this unit. Okay, good. Shamir's crit rate translate to the Ballista? It might.
Maybe it's better this way.
Anyways, you're dead now, and I no longer have to worry too much about that unit hitting you. Dimitri, meanwhile, can step up here and throw a short spear at you and, like, super death you. Like, super omega multi-death you.
On to the next battle.
As in, I didn't even have to be next to you. I threw something at you and you wound up in multiple pieces. Don't ask me how it happened. No hitting Dimitri, and your second target is Annette again. As long as she's not near death, I don't have to worry too much about her. Why did you think you could hit me? I'm on a wyvern.
Hate me if you must.
You should know, it's just faulty. It's not going to work. He has 51 strength!
Only the strong succeed.
It's not the cap!
Nope.
50 is as far as the bars go, but it's not the cap. It has a second bar! Look at the little orange!
There's a second bar. Oh my god.
I've seen someone with a screenshot of a unit with way too much stats, I will say. And yes, that second bar does indeed go all the way.
What is even the point of a statue that increases the caps of stats if you can't cap it?
That's my question.
Time to dump a ton of strength items into Dimitri. I totally could.
You still have that energy drop and talisman from the chests.
I honestly want to see how much strength Dimitri can get.
I did too. That's why I wanted to see if 50 was a cap. How high can Dedu's health go then? You know, I'm looking at that 80 and I see a lot of space between the 80 and the HP. Maybe 4 digits?
Maybe 3?
Did you say 4?
Yeah, maybe 4? Maybe 4 digits?
What, you mean 1,000 hit points?
Maybe!
1,000 hit points in a game that goes up to like triple digits.
I mean, we're not exactly at Final Fantasy levels, but...
I mean, there are evidently no limits in this game as it stands. Every time I think I've come up on what a limit would be, it's like, nope, you can go farther. Okay. If you insist.
Yeah, I don't honestly know what...
Creature was Edelgard. If she is prepared to transform her very body to fight for this future of hers, then I have no choice but to defeat her, even if it costs me my life. We must defend the present. After all, it is all that we truly have.
So Dimitri has spotted Adel now. From across the room. I don't think we can get DDD to 100 health. He needs 20 more, and I've already used all my stat boosters. And we're on the final fight. Don't know if it's gonna go down.
These fools are caught up in the sacrifices at hand and cannot see the future ramifications at stake. We must bury them. We must trample the past underfoot and move onward to a brighter tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, she didn't even attack. Something is different. Something is different. Yup, she changed. She's not using the long range magic anymore. I knew there was going to be some trick to this. She has a range of 6. Twin crest power, the overflowing power from 2 crests. It's a might of 20.
It's much harder, but now you can approach.
Yeah. Alright, we'll send Dimitri down here.
At least she's not going to be sniping at you anymore.
I was okay with the sniping. Those latent abilities are terrifying. Yes, they are. She has Vantage to attack first when I start. She has Desperation to attack first when she starts. And she has Wrath Which is, if she's less than half HP, just get a whole bunch more crit.
Yeah. Edelgard would be pretty scary.
Find it interesting that even though she's considered a monster, she only has one barrier.
Yeah, single square.
It's because she's not the size of a monster. She's bigger than a person, but she's not that big. Everybody pile in. We're gonna throw some more experience at Dimitri here. Next turn. Or, I mean, I'll probably have him kill a bunch, but then after that, I'm gonna give him that experience that you get from just standing there. I can also totally have Kublis stand right here and use the ballista, so we're gonna do that. Or maybe I should have Shamir do it, I don't know. Okay, 15 damage, no crit, I'm fine with that. And everybody's moving, wonderful. I get my pick of the litter. Take a shot here. Just a boom. Dimitri can step in here and we'll Killer Lance this man to death. Think you're hot shit with your little Ragnarok. Pfft.
It is done.
Hop over here. We will dance with Sylvain because I want to give him all of the levels. Can Leone kill this one over here? Yes, he can. Perfect. End this priest. Aegis, so lovely, so good, I love it.
How about a curtsy?
Ooh, nice.
Just half magic damage.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Ooh, Agnia's arrow. I remember reading about that one. Fuck, Dorothea gets a lot of really good magic.
Wait, reading about that one?
Yes, as in like one of the enemies at some point had Agnia's arrow and I read it.
Okay.
So I feel like, just based on defaults, I think that obviously Annette is the Blue Lion's mage. Lysithea is the Golden Deer's mage. It's less obvious, but Dorothea I feel like is supposed to be Black Eagle's mage. Like Hubert is also an easy an easy pointer for that one too, but Dorothea's getting some really good spells.
Black Eagles has several characters that make good mages.
Not make good mages, the one that is like default set to be the mage. Because Bernie's obviously an archer. Ferdinand's a paladin slash mounted unit, cavalry. Linhart, healer, priest, whatever it is. Casper is also a physical unit, and Petra's a thief or wyvern rider or whatever. Like, Hubert and Dorothea are the mages of the default set.
Yes. Yeah, they both default to reason.
Then we'll Killer Lance you too. Saboosh.
On to the next.
Technically, Hubert is a dark mage too. Yeah, so
Not bad.
he's a dark mage slash dark bishop, whereas Dorothea is the mage warlock.
Really?
Well,
everyone available, Hubert is really the only person that can effectively use.
Are you talking with your mouth full?
yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah. Just pizza.
I can hear it.
It's really the only one that's an effective dark mage, because the others have access to it, but no one actually uses magic outside of Hubert.
This is no time to stand idle.
Yeah, I think Dark Mage, Dark Bishop might be a male exclusive skill, or male exclusive class.
Yeah, so Dark Mage, Dark Bishop are male exclusive, and also the spell learn sets on units are regardless of what class they are, which makes the whole Dark Mage branch a bit confusing.
They get miasma.
Yeah, but I mean, beyond that.
I think it's just like a mage with different skills, that's all.
Yeah, basically. Different skills, different stats, more weight on defensive, less weight on, like, speed.
And she's got all this friggin', like, this 2 tiles of channel that's around her, too, so... I need to be able to hit from 3 spaces away to even hit her on the sides. Good news, Annette and Shamir can both make that range. So you guys get to set up on the sides. But I think Kublis and Dimitri are going to head up the center and try to get the unique text first.
Good news is, at least you don't have to do a back and forth with the boss for text, because 4 health bars.
It's true. It's true. I can kind of just go in and go ham. Dark Mage gets access to Dark Spikes, which is a very good spell.
Wait, do all Dark Mages do that? Because I trained Lorenz as a Dark Mage and he didn't get that.
Okay, well, Edelgard's gonna straight up kill Annette. That's a bad idea. If Annette's gonna attack, it has to be a kill shot. And then I have to rescue her out.
Watch out for when she gets Vantage.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, Annette... If the barrier's broken, I feel like Annette... No, she doesn't have the speed for it. But Annette could probably do a shit ton of damage even in a single hit. Like, if she's missing 30 HP, which isn't enough to give her Vantage, Annette could kill.
I feel like there's a catch to her having a single barrier. Like, how much damage would it deal?
It's also not weak to anything. Okay, so if I go in, I have the speed to double her, which is good news. Brave Axe can totally take her out, but I need to hit everyone, and that's unlikely to happen. So just hit her with the steel sword for now. We'll do a bit of early rough damage. Just get one of the lines out of you. Besides, she only does 16 damage to Dimitri. He's just such a wall.
To be changed beyond all recognition. That is what lies at the end of the ideals you serve so diligently. I have no pity for one such as you. If that is the future you hoped for, then you deserve no compassion.
Wow, she doesn't even speak back. She also doesn't flinch. It's unsettling. A little bit. See, at this point, now I could have Annette come in and kill. Nah, not yet. The barrier's only cracked, not broken. Do you restore it every single turn? Refreshes each turn. Maybe not if I break it. If Annette goes up here... How many rescues do I have left? It might be better to have Sylvain nearby to just dance for her. No, because then... I only can move 7 times. Frig. She's pretty accurate. Dimitri just has tons of avoid. Yeah, she has a hit chance of 117. She's not bad. But Dimitri's coming up here with 60 avoidance. So if I throw a tomahawk at you, that's a chance to do some damage too. Good.
One damage.
Actually 0. I paviste it. I paviste it and then
0.
Catherine stopped it.
0 damage.
Yep. The approach is all stairs though, so true mounted units struggle a bit.
Yeah, it might actually be a good idea to take some units off their horses for now.
At first, I thought, oh, they have dismount. I'm never really going to use that. But then I saw just how much of a penalty stairs are.
It's not small. It's not that the Hexlock shield is that powerful, Kittleguard. Storm. You're not Kittleguard. Why do I mix your name with Edelgard? Dimitri is just that powerful. Oh, she still gets to attack twice. That's awesome. Yeah, Hexlock shield is only 2 def, 4 res. War Master mastered. Oh my god, he got 2 things. War Master gives a skill and a combat art?
Wait, what was that skill?
Quick Repose.
Quick Riposte.
Oh, Quick Riposte is good.
Hold up.
I only know Quick Riposte from Heroes, but basically it's...
No, hold up. I'm looking it up. I want to find out for myself. Because I'm not going to get a chance to check after the battle here, I think. I'm Googling this one. I don't want heroes.
Yeah, it's
Quick
not
Riposte.
exactly...
When attacked... No, that's fucking heroes again. I don't want heroes. Get out of here. Minus heroes. Personal skills guide. Riposte. Show me... While HP of unit is 50% or less and the enemy attacks first, the preceding attack of the unit always lands.
Really?
Sure, let's Quick Repose.
So it doesn't matter what my hit chance is. If I'm less than 50 and I get attacked, I am guaranteed to hit them back.
Interesting.
He got Quick Riposte, oh god, with the dude's low accuracy, that's amazing. Too bad I won't have a chance to equip it. What I do have is War Master's Strike. High hit that's effective against all enemies. Look at that effective. It's just a crown. Everything
yes.
dies.
Effective against everything.
Just crit damage, all.
Is it effective against? Yes.
Yeah, it looks like her shield came fully back, too.
Okay, so that's...
So it recharges every single turn. I have to hit her a lot to crack it.
Yeah.
And I have no chance of critting while the shield's up, so Shamir is a little wasted. Feck.
So what was the attack range of her special
Her new
move?
attack range is 1 to 6. Her old one is 1 to 30.
Of her special move.
Oh, her special. I don't know.
She has an attack
It
range of
looks like-
3. This Hunter's Volley, I think, will hit from 4 away. She can't hit from all the way out here. What I could do is, oh, I gave her Hunter's Volley. I can have her take out this bar. With a real good chance of landing, too. It doesn't have to be a critical. I can just use the silver bow. Wait, you have vantage, right? Shoot. All right, well, you're taking this shot. She does a backflip!
Yep. That second shot, it's amazing.
Okay, that's the second bar down.
We're halfway there.
We're halfway there.
Before I rescue her, I need to try something. Oh, God.
I think that...
That's a lot of damage! Ugh.
Yeah.
Which covers her entire attack area.
I don't know if that... What is that? I think that's wilted flower. Ignores enemy protection. Centered on a point within a range. Does might of 5 on top of her strength of 37. That means it's just 42 damage flat.
Hey, that reminds me of fighting dragons and echoes.
Okay,
Thanks, I hate it.
Dedue is Fodlan's new god of war. He might be. Let's see what he can do now. No chance of crit, but if I attack with Dimitri, I might be able to break the shield, and then Dedue can kill the last one. Aaaand has the best chance of hitting, so we're gonna do this. Oh, God. Don't hit him back, because if he does, then I have to get him out of here. 27 times 2. Oh, fuck, that puts her below 50% too. I can't hit him with that. It has to be just a short spear, or the steel sword. Yeah, I have to keep her above 50% so that advantage doesn't kick in.
Doesn't Kuuribro have unique dialogue?
I don't know. We'll find out on the last bar. Heal you. We'll let Felix hop down here and heal Dimitri. I should have used recover. I still have a bunch left. That was a stupid move. Recover instead.
I'll cut through.
There we go. Okay. Now, dee-dee-doo.
I am prepared.
I like that there's no walking animation for this third-person view, but you can still make them walk slowly, so they just sort of like skim along the ground.
That works.
There we go. Now the shield is down. I could end it this turn. I could end it this turn if I chose to dance for Dedue. But I want to see if Kuuribro has any dialogue, so I can't do that.
Wait a sec. How much does Kuuribro does if you...
If I...
Sorry.
What's the plan?
Sorry, I was just like, how much damage does Kuuribro do if she attacks?
All right, well, I'm going to find that out right now, because from this point, I'm putting down a marker. If I have to rewind all this, I will, because this is being done for the sake of seeing Kuuribro's dialogue right now.
What's my strategy?
Rapier will kill you. Linked horses won't do much. I could also hit with the Sublime Creator Sword, which will also kill you. The problem is that I need to hit you twice before you hit back at all. But if I Wind Sweep, then you can't hit back, and I have a 50% chance of crit.
Facing you, I grow weak.
Oh, she doesn't want to fight me. Hot damn! That's another bar down.
And then there's a chance to end it.
And she has no shield, and the God King Dee-Dee-Doo has not taken his turn yet.
Do go take your place as the true king.
Thank you for weakening her, Kuuribro. Now I can do my job.
This playthrough was all about Dedue.
And I love it. I love every moment of it. Killer
All
Knuckles.
68 crit.
Killer Knuckles, even if he only crits once. Do it, do.
Do.
He's critting. He reset his animation cycle. I knew it's coming. Woo!
Okay, time to be quiet.
But Catherine got a level.
Edelgard, it is over.
Clash at the Imperial capital. 35 turns. MVP, Dimitri. No. Oh. Oh, he did it. You shouldn't have twitched. Mystery Man, I muted you. Shh. Just till it's over. Only one word. Oh, and that said so much.
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fodlan. The long reign of the Adrestian Empire finally met its end when the Imperial capital, the city of Enbar, collapsed. After 5.5 years of war, a new age was set to begin. With Fodlan united as the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Archbishop Rhea, still weak from her imprisonment, stepped down from her position. The Church of Seiros began to take the needed steps to reorganize. Prince Dimitri formally ascended the throne, beginning his reign as the king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
He looks weird.
Which now included former alliance
in this
and
style.
territories. Texts from the time claimed that the one who guided the king as he sought to create a world free from oppression became the new Archbishop of the Church of Seiros.
Yeah, he did it. He actually did it. And he did it with no hesitation.
I finally found you. It is a fine night. The stars seem closer than usual. Just like last time.
I thought you were in Ferdiad, my dude.
I needed to speak with you.
Uh-huh, what about?
Yes. When I left the capital, I told His Majesty that I would be leaving his service.
You can't do that. No, I didn't want it. Not at this cost. You gotta be with Dimitri. Actually gave Kublis a spoken voice line. Not spoken, just text. But what?
He accepted my decision with a smile. I do not think I have fully accepted it myself yet, to be honest.
Why would you leave him?
It was all so that I could give you this. I have come to ask for your hand in marriage. I adore you.
The shock was so great it unmuted the mute character.
I understand that, as the new Archbishop, you cannot take marriage lightly. But even in the face of rejection, I cannot leave these words unspoken. May I have your answer?
No answer, because of course I has already selected this. I accept, of course.
You do? You will marry me?
Of course. You're the king of the world, Didu. I made you that way. Of course I will.
I am not good with words. Would you really have me? Uninteresting as
Neither am I. We could be awkward together. It's perfect. Just as you are.
I see. Why are you making that face? Is it so odd to see me?
A little bit, considering you almost never do it. You got a good smile, my dude.
I see. Well then, I have one more request. I know it is sudden, but will you prepare to depart on a journey?
This is sudden.
I told you once before that I would like to show you the fields of Dusker in bloom. I know that you cannot leave the monastery for long due to your position, but...
I remember that, dude.
I am excited also to show you the flowers as they are meant to be seen in my homeland and to be by your side in all the days to come.
I feel good about this.
Yes, it is a fine night indeed.
He kept his promise to show the flowers. Oh, that is adorable. That picture's adorable. I feel so good about this game. And that's that. That's credits. Battle data. Okay. MVPs. Now we go over the game as it was. Now the endings. MVP was Kublis, MVP was Didu, MVP was Felix with 35 turns, Red Canyon dominance. Madrid Ambush was Kublis, Assault at the Rite of Rebirth was Ingrid, Tower of Black Winds, the Gautier Inheritance. Weird that that was Sylvain, but I'll take it. War for the Week is Didu, Underground Chambers Kublis, Rumored Nuptials is Sylvain. Sylvain had a lot of good work early on. Kublis again. Tales of the Red Canyon was Petra. Remire Calamities Annette. Salvation of the Chap. I feel like Shamir's gonna start showing up for a while. Shamir, True Chivalry Shamir, The Sealed Forest Snares, Leone. Then we got Catherine, including the sprites on the right. Yet another nice touch. It is, yes, of their class at the time. Sword and Shield of Saros is Catherine. I did that in 8 turns, really? Oil and Water. That was Shamir and Catherine, I think. No, Manuela and Hanneman. Annette was the best. Conflict in the Holy Tomb is Leone. Garrick Mock Battle is Ingrid, really? Hunting by Daybreak is Kublis, I understand that. Weather Veins of Fodlan. Annette's Paralogue, that's Felix. Protecting Garrick Mock, Shamir. Foreign Land Inside is Kublis. Ambush at Aelil. Leone's starting to put on the armor for the first time there. The Great Bridge Coup! DD2 shows up again! Hanneman destroyed in Marianne's Paralogue. To War at Gronder is Dimitri, reclaiming the capitals Annette. Saving Deirdre, now DD2's in his War Master outfit. Silver Maiden Leone's put on the armors. Merceus is Gilbert. Assault on Embar's Dimitri. And Clash the Imperial Capital is Dimitri. Our boy, our princely man. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to summarize my thoughts about the game at the end is, because that's part of what I like about streaming it. Is that you're hearing my thoughts as I go through the whole thing. If you make it to the credits, you probably made it through everything else. I don't know how well I could put together all my squeeze and squabbles at the whole thing into one summary. Ally of the Archbishop, Seth. 0 battles and 0 victories. He existed once. Seth remained at the monastery and worked to restore the authority of the Church of Saros. Doing away with his old strictness, he adopted a tolerant stance towards all. His encouragement to believers to respect those of other faiths helped the people of Fodlan to find common ground with others. Marianne, 8 and 7. Marianne returned home to a hero's welcome. The people praised her talent and acknowledged her as a savior of Fodlan. Her adoptive father groomed her as his successor, teaching her the power of words over weapons. By the time she claimed her inheritance, she's transformed into one of Fodlan's most skilled orators. Fire Emblem theme. Dorothea had 18 and 9. Returned to the Middle Frank Opera as soon as the war was over. Thanks to her talent, the company enjoyed a resurgency in popularity that lasted well beyond the end of her own career. Once she gave up her position as a songstress, she settled down to a private life of peace and quiet. It's said that she was happily married. Not to anybody that she actually got an S rank with, but okay. Eternal loner Bernadetta. As soon as Bernadetta inherited House Varley from her father, she withdrew from all political discourse and focused solely on the management of her own territory. Because of this and her penchant for spending long periods of time in hibernation, she became known throughout House's history as the Bear of Varley. A bear? Really? Manuela had 40 fights? I guess I did grind with her in Epilogue for a while. Manuela left Garrick Mach to build her own academy in a small war-torn town. There she contributed heavily to building efforts while teaching future generations the necessary skills of survival. Though she never married or had children of her own, she spent the last year of her life happily devoted to her students. Oh, she never found a man. Though Fodlan had changed, Hanneman's goal remained unwavering, to determine the workings of the Crest and to do away with the inequality caused by them. Do away with them? To that end, his research resulted in magical tools that could be used even without the aids of Crest. This proved to be yet another worthwhile discovery by the father of Crestology. It's a nice ending for him. When Rhea resigned her position of Archbishop and left the Church of Seros, Catherine followed. She devoted herself wholly to Rhea's protection, and the two lived a life of quiet seclusion. Though Thunderbrand remained always by her side, she came to be known by a different name, the Guardian of Xanadu. Xanadu? 93 and 26 victories. Flame disappeared soon after the war, and over time it was all but forgotten that she had ever existed. Many long years later, however, a young woman resurfaced in a completely transformed Fodlan. When she looked to the man who stood beside her, she wondered if it would be alright in this new era to call him father. They are! They're fucking divine! They don't die! Married off according to the wishes of her adoptive father after the Battle of Garrick Mach. She was unable to make the promised meeting. Yeah, so Mercedes dies in the early game. She doesn't die, but she exists. Fell in Hunting by Daybreak, Ethereal Moon, 1185. The A support reveals more about who they are, but yeah, you never got that. I'll get it eventually. 106 battles and 61 victories. Fell into War at Gronder, Great Tree Moon, 1186. Petra, I'm sorry. Annette and Gilbert, a double, yes! Gustav discarded the name of Gilbert and reaffirmed his oath of fealty to King Dimitri and the royal family. After returning to Frodiad, he reunited with his wife, who had returned to live with Baron Dominic, and his beloved daughter Annette, who had begun teaching at the capital school of sorcery. Though it was initially an awkward reunion, over time the family rekindled their love for one another. As the shadow of war receded from the kingdom, the three spent their days happily making up for lost time. Shamir and Leonie? Leonie assumed leadership of the mercenaries formerly led by Geralt. One day she was hired to protect a noble who'd been warned of a bandit attack. The warning note listed all the noble's foul deeds and was signed with the image of a spider, which Leonie recognized. Just as she suspected, the one who came on the appointed day was none other than Shamir. Leonie was happy to break her contract on this occasion and even offered Shamir a position in the company. The result was the most famous mercenary group to ever exist in Fodlan. It is said that their flag bore the image of a spider and another vaguely arachnid creature. The Bladebreaker 2, that's awesome! Sylvain, Sincerest of Knights, and Stalwart Knight Ingrid, 409 and 128. As Margrave Gautier, Sylvain devoted his life to improving relations with the people of Srang. Under his leadership, nobles were persuaded that relics and crests were not necessary as they previously thought. Though he went down in history as an extraordinary lord, he could not have done so without the constant support of counsel of his wife, Ingrid, whose wisdom and tenacity assured that the people would prosper. Sylvain was ever loyal to his beloved wife. The couple had many children, while not one of them bore a crest. They were all equally and wholeheartedly loved. Dimitri and Felix? Interesting. After his coronation, Dimitri assumed the throne of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and spent his life ruling justly over Fodlan. At his side, every step of the way, was his right-hand advisor, Duke Felix Fraldarius. Their lifelong bond grew ever so strong that over time, when Dimitri finally passed, it said that Felix's grief was more potent than the Queen's. The stories of their lives were passed down to future generations as chivalric tales that rivaled those of Luke, King of Lions, and his sworn friend Kaifon. Woo! Kublis and Dedue. 357 and 148, and 286 and 120. A year after Kublis was appointed to succeed Rey as the new Archbishop, she announced her marriage to Dedue, who resigned his position as the king's vassal. Their wedding ceremony, brightly colored with all of the most beautiful flowers from Tusker, set the tone for their happy life together. Dedue served as an intermediary between Fargus and the church, and alongside the Archbishop, committed to improve relations with foreign nations as part of the rebuilding effort. In their later years, they retired to Tusker Peninsula, where they spent the remainder of their lives gardening in peace and quiet. These are really good endings. The ones I got were good too, but none of the pairs were the same. Yeah, I feel like the pairs, they're not random. They must go off of some extra support level, but they're not just based on relations. A lot of those were just pairings based on being really good friends. Fuck off with this Fodlan remix as the credits. You were wondering why you were getting hearts after A or A+. I think that's what the reason is for it. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. I like that Leonie and Shamir ended up as mercenary. Yeah, Leonie and Shamir's a nice combo. Just mercenaries. I wish I could find a track of this to put on my playlist, but it's probably gonna get just taken down and taken down again. This is so good. I had Dimitri and Marianne at the end. Yeah, Dimitri didn't get married. He was close with like 4 or 5 different girls, but he got with Felix. Like his dad and Felix's dad. So many good voice actors here. Good job, Buttercup. Yup. The heartbeat again. Oh, Patrick Seitz directed the voice for this. Good on him. Good on him. I love how FE games just end with a ballad. They've done that since at least FE4, but only in recent games have they been able to actually lyricize. Yeah. Fucking the ending of Echoes is still just such a beautiful song. I had Sylvain and Dorothea for me. Yeah, I was actually expecting more romantic pairings at the end of that. Like, Dorothea was with a few people, but I guess Sylvain had it tighter with Ingrid, and Felix had it tighter with Dimitri, so she couldn't go with either of them. I had Dimitri and Flayed as a pairing in my ending. When I'm done with the whole game, I feel like I gotta go look up all the pairings just to see, like, what the ending text is. But yeah, Walnut, I'm surprised. Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of open-ended threads on this. We didn't figure out what's up with those who slither in the dark. Thalas just never showed up again. We didn't learn who the Death Knight was. We didn't learn who Flayn or Seteth were. We didn't figure, like, Rhea didn't tell us what's up with us, as in, like, me, the person, because Seteth said she was gonna once we rescued her, and that never happened. It was so cool yet heart-wrenching seeing the Lion's Path. The one thing I don't like about the Blue Line is that the ending just stops here. Bernadetta and Edelgard have a parent ending. I kid you not, it's amazing. I believe. This game has made me so happy. I can't wait to hop into another path. And it's 9 p.m. and I've been playing this game for like 9 hours today now. What am I at? Yeah, 8:49 stream. Another gigantic stream, but it's the finale. I feel like that's worth it for that. Which path you're thinking you'll do next? I'm gonna put up a poll, is what I'm gonna do. And Thursday is gonna be another stream, and that'll be the beginning of another run of this. And we'll figure out what we're going with then. I would like to see something with the Eagles, but I want to see what other people want to see first. Never got around... And it's gonna be a much slower pace than the Blue Lions were, because remember that I fucking streamed this game for like 8 hours a day for the first week and a half or 2 weeks. I'm not gonna be able to do that again. I did beat an entire run within a month, which is like, whew, I'm impressed by that. But the ones going forward, I'm gonna have to keep to something a little bit more sane. When I played Lions, I thought the Deer would be more of a side path. When I played Deer, it feels like Lions is a side path. Each lord has their own full story they take and they really focus in on, and while I do feel like they could have fleshed out the end of Lions more with a few more chapters, still felt good the way they entered it as Dimitri's tale was done. I suppose, yeah, there's more about Byleth that I wanted to know, though, that never got delivered on. I'm gonna flip over to male Byleth next time. I'll go back and forth on it. The gender of Byleth doesn't seem to be that important. I really connected with Kublis, but we'll see what male feels like. Flame and status identities are in the race support. You get more closure on the Death Knight if you do a certain paralogue. Rand, Twisters are mostly involved in the routes. Yeah, shame. I know they can't cram everything into every route on this, but it's a bit of a shame. I do so love the arc that Dimitri had, though. The end. We never saw anything more of Sothis either. God damn it. Do you want to save cleared game data? This data can be used to start a new game plus. If you intend to play your previous data, please save your cleared game data to another file. I'm still shocked at how vastly different every single route is. I'm glad for that. Oh! It's been like 2 weeks since I've seen you, Sothis. You just disappeared. If I want to continue this, it's cleared game data, and there's a little picture of Sothis right there, so I feel like New Game Plus will have her be more involved somehow. Perhaps like in Radiant Dawn, where you can only do the stuff with Peleus on a New Game Plus file. Who knows? I missed your sassy lost child self. Who put this sassy lost child in my game? All the New Game Plus bonus things are totally optional. Of course they are. Of course they are. But that is... Oh boy, that is that. And now I get to go just sit on my bed and stare at the ceiling for a while and just percolate on all this. As at the end of all good RPGs. The good news here is that I know it's not over. I know it's not totally done. That's the end of a route. That's the end of a chapter. There's more to be found in other places. I will have to make new connections with new units and basically start over from a new place. But what I know now will help fill in cracks of what I learn going forward. Okay. That's how I felt after finishing Lions. Alright. Do we want to raid anybody? Is that a thing that you feel is worth it right now? Oh god, John is going. I didn't think he would be going today. For some reason I thought that he would be all done. Fuck it, let's go hit John with God King Dedede. Because Dedede, God, King, and Husband, got the final shot on Edelgard and took out her entire last health bar because that's what he's good at.